Alright. I'm still posting places.
Oh, yeah, that's something I should probably do here in a little bit. Do 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 do.
And I think I've gotten almost everywhere.
That sounds like a mess.
Hmm. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I've gotten everywhere.
Ah, all right.
Well, next time put down a towel. I'm gonna keep milking this
You know
water.
what? That's fair. Maybe I'll. I mean, I have water nearby, but that's for drinking. That's not going to help.
Do screaming into the void, and maybe someone will come and find a D&D.
Speaking of
Perhaps.
which, hello. Do you answer chat? Are you the void?
I love how I got a notification about you going live while I've opened the page of your channel.
Yeah. To be fair, that's pretty on par for Twitch.
Yeah. Did you know Vaughn went live? No, no,
I
I didn't. Thank you.
I had a slight inkling. I say as my own phone just opens up, like, "Hey, you're live now." Thanks.
And I just got the notification myself. It's like, hey, you know your friend Vaughn's are on right now?
Who needs notifications when you're already on the page?
Yeah.
Well, how's everybody doing? Hopefully we had a good week.
I'm alive. That's a good thing.
I agree with
Same.
that sentiment.
Like, last,
Kindred.
I apologize again for for both you guys and for the VOD for not showing up last week. I couldn't get out of bed until like 9 o'clock that night.
Oh,
Ooh.
jeez, Deluna. I mean, it's your health first, and we understand, and I don't feel
Yeah.
comfortable running your character and having them die on me. Hence why I usually have, jokingly, the body bag of holding.
See,
That no,
I
you didn't
used
do what
the
I asked
portal to
though.
Brazil.
I asked you to make it where like he cast the chaos spell the night
Oh, yeah.
before, and like the chaos magic made it where he couldn't move, or he was frozen in a block of ice for like 3 days.
But then we would have had to address how he carried around a block of ice. It's fine. He was just very quiet.
He was just floating down the river. How come it didn't melt? Don't think about it too hard.
The chaos magic just turned him into a cardboard cutout for a little bit of time. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I mean,
that little bit of time was however many days it took you guys to go down that river.
secretly used the D10,000 net Librum of magical effects and just knocked him unconscious for 3 days. And when he's unconscious, he's as flat as parchment. So just roll him up. Oh, man. Well, yeah. Let's see. I'm just, kind
Another
of.
thing I'd like to do is take this moment to congratulate Danhausen on his new job at A&W Hamburgers and Root Beer.
Mm.
Very lucrative. Very evil.
Very lucrative.
Though I was secretly hoping that he would have gotten his application through at the Ass Ranch. But
Can
oh
we
well.
agree that his character is freaking genius?
Oh yeah, no. And he also, one of the few things he ever wanted to accomplish was just get noticed by Conan O'Brien senpai. And he was.
He is now Conan O'Brien's favorite wrestler. What that does, I don't know, but good for him.
Other than that, I've also discovered Little Girl Dark Souls, and I love it.
Ah,
Wait,
yes, I saw you were playing it the other night, and it looks very
Yeah,
promising.
yeah, no.
Hmm.
I I saw it and I was just like, okay, I like this art style. I like Souls-like games, not the actual Dark Souls games. Let's try this. And Little Girl Dark Souls, really fun. Also really, really fucking sad.
Yeah.
It's like Little Girl's Dark Soul Bizarre Adventure.
Yes, exactly.
My mood kindred is the knight you start out with, who's just like, yeah, no, you woke up in the worst possible time, and I'm a ghost. We're both gonna have to, like, make some, sacrifices here, kid. You more than me. Which hopefully I'll be putting up on YouTube here in a little bit. So now we have more stuff besides the Chulta personality.
Oh, yeah.
Though again,
I mean,
Mila, you should really thank me for not playing a wizard. No, I'm sitting here with a Word doc with 4 spells from 2nd through 5th level. Because wizards are the only class that should technically be able to make spells, possibly artificers.
Mm-hmm.
So I have gone ahead and made them.
Yeah. I see. Yeah, makes sense. They study magic. Therefore, they should be able to make it. I see your
I do
point.
magic.
Also, what's the point of going to a mage college if you're not going to do mage things?
True.
Just like what may be happening down the line, right, Vaughn? Huh?
Yeah, sometime in February. We're still working on it. Got some other art assets besides the lovely title page coming in. There's some things like I'm just like, oh hey, I'm collaborating with creative people. Okay, sure, I'll take a stream overlay that's free if you want to make it. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to seeing what everyone comes up with, and there's still more other things that people are just like, oh yeah, hey, I'm working on this for that. Oh, okay, I'll just make the shitpost and the homebrew stuff. But other than that, I don't got much going on.
Yeah. Just, kind of just getting into the right mindset with everything that's been going on the past week. I'm like, oh yeah, time to rev up and kick my mind into maximum overdrive. Hiya! Trying to entertain you guys as best as I can.
Well, it's a low bar. All you gotta do is just put a pumpkin full of knives in front of us.
To be fair,
That was fucking brilliant, by the way, Caitlin. I was like, I cannot give you enough praise for last week.
yeah, you took that gourd and you literally ran with it so hard. I'm just like, okay, let me go through the thought process on this, because I'm just like, oh, they encounter a cache. Oh, a crate of knives. They're on the water. This doesn't make any sense. I know they're in a gourd. Oh no, they're asking questions about the gourd. Now I gotta come up with answers.
His poor little brain went into overdrive. He needed to know.
I imagined us like carrying that gourd to the end of the campaign, just like meeting the Lich and being like, "Are these your knives?"
Honestly, I probably wouldn't have taken it past that episode. He probably would have just smashed the gourd somewhere in a fit and just went off.
No one here that
What?
takes them.
And in the background, I was just rolling dice just for the random chances. Just like, are these your dice? Are they? Nope. Nope. When I get to Camp Vengeance, oh, okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Sure, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It works.
We're also basically saying goodbye to the last like civilized friend we know in Untril after this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At least for a very long time. It's like you said, Vaughn. No turning back. Speaking of turning back, any other last business we need to take care of before we start the session proper?
Nope, we're all good and running.
I think so.
I believe we're good.
Alright.
I'm good.
Okay, so where's my go-to? There it is. Welcome, one and all, to session 12 of Chult of Personality. When last we left our expedition, Wick, the squashling cleric, Dan, the half-elf witch, Zeno, the half-elf sorcerer, Enoch, the human warlock, and Elise, the elven ranger. Our daring heroes have requisitioned supplies, and on their second expedition into the hot, dangerous jungles of Chult is now underway. On their way out of Port Yanzaru, they discovered a curious sight, a floating gourd full of knives. The pressing matter of locating the owners of these knives became paramount, even as they pressed on until they camped for the night. During the course of their watch, however, an even larger matter made itself apparent. Our heroes were awakened by the loud footfalls and crashing timbers caused by a patrol of frost giants. They laid low as these massive creatures passed them by, oblivious to the expedition's existence. Why would frost giants suffer their way through the hot and miserable jungle? That remains a massive mystery for now. The next few days, our heroes pressed onward towards Mabala, finding grungs and assassin finds, while stopping in at Cat Vengeance to rest. They informed the Order of the Gauntlet of the appearance of frost giants, while Wick happened to solve the other great mystery, that the aforementioned knives did in fact belong to Cap Vengeance. Huzzah! Case closed, Detective Wick. Commander Breakbone then told our party of the rumors of the Witch of Mabala and the flying monstrous terror folk. As our heroes begin to rest for the night, will they ever discover the motive of the frost giants? What else lies ahead in Mabala? Let's find out. And we basically find ourselves right where we left off at Cap Vengeance, as the party begins to wind down for the evening, having just gotten done discussing their plans with Commander Breakbone and with Undril having caught up with their pleasantries.
And thoroughly embarrassing himself.
Listen, we embarrass ourselves on a daily basis here.
I know what you're talking about. I'm perfect.
I mean, Fairwick. Fair.
Suddenly, the cardboard cutout of Zeno poofs into the real Zeno.
Okay, note to self. Fireball has some interesting properties.
I mean, I just thought that was part of some new curse.
Wait a minute. There's two Zenos.
Oh god, can you erase that one? I didn't know that you had another marker for me.
Oh, well, let's just fix that. Boink.
Oh, it's gone. Oh,
That
was weird.
I'll continue to question nothing that happens around here.
It's
It's-
probably
it's-
the best.
It's that scene in SpongeBob with Patrick and SpongeBob and the gorilla in the suit. But here's Zeno. Who was that?
Maratu.
Nosferatu.
Also, like, above game apologies, I had my thing set, like, zoomed in really freaking much, I couldn't tell you where I was.
It's okay. Let's see. Don't mind me, I'm just working out some additional stuff in the background.
Okay, Dan, so since we're getting close to Mambala, I wanted to ask, is there etiquette for dealing with witches?
So, if we are actually dealing with a witch and not a hag, first order of business is always be polite. In stories with witches, the ones that are actually about us and not hags, you'll find that if you treat a witch politely, more often than not, they will help you. Unless you're dealing with a maligned, evil witch, in which case maybe they won't, but usually, if you're polite, you're courteous, they will give you in kind. But if you are rude, if you take something from them, hell hath no fury like a witch scorned. Doubly so if that witch is a woman, they will make you suffer for your transgressions against them. Hence my current situation. with Peggy Deadbells. If I do find her in that place, I'm going to make her rue the day her existence on this planet began.
Okay, there was a
But
lot
anyway, yes.
Okay, there was a lot of prefaces in that, but I feel like the biggest one is, what if it's a hag?
If it's a hag, their goal is to make you miserable. Because hags feed on depression, on anxiety, on suffering.
Oh,
So
you're-
any deal that they're going to want to make with you is going to end horribly for you. You might benefit in some regard, but more likely you're going to suffer a lot and maybe kind of get what you wanted.
A deal with the devil type of situation, then.
I suppose. I feel like devils, you will get what you want, you're just losing your soul in exchange, which is a big loss, but all in all, the contract binds them. With a hag, not really as much.
there's a lot of rules of this.
Yes.
Either way, though, this is a good thing to learn.
The rule of thumb for Fae versus Fiend. The Fae don't necessarily have to adhere to any contracts. The good aligned Fae will to some degree, but they like playing pranks. The evil Fae like screwing people over. And that's it, really. They just enjoy fucking with people.
In
And
the
then
background,
Fiends...
In the background, Wick just nods.
And then with Fiends, they always adhere to the law, but they want to twist the law written in their contracts to their benefit as much as possible.
Huh. So,
Reminds me of
Don't
what
take
I've
this the
learned
wrong-
about genies.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't take this the wrong way, there, Dan, but personally now, I hope we find literally nothing at Mambala.
I honestly don't know what I want to find at Mabala. On one hand, if we find that Peggy is actually there, that's great, but at the same time, I don't know if I'm prepared yet to deal with her. Physically, mentally, magically. But on the other hand, if we find nothing, I don't know how I'm going to deal with that, because I'm back to square one, and that's its own can of worms.
Right, well, bridge when we come to it.
Right.
In the short time I've known you, I've just learned to take the good from the bad. I mean, let's be honest, I don't know if I'm ever going to go back to the university ever again, so just rolling with the punches, really.
Mhm.
I mean, I just came here because a voice in my head told me to, so I don't know what I'm doing.
Samesies. Sort of.
I just imagined Enoch and Wick just fist bumping.
Fist bump.
Wake has to jump like a foot in the air just to get level.
Not Dan would meet him. Pumpkin and Pumpkin Man for life.
Hooray!
But otherwise, I don't see that we got much to do here until morning, so y'all want to bed down. I'm just gonna start messing around with this. Just taps his little wrist display.
I
Did you say that, Enoch? Everyone roll a perception check for me.
Okay,
Cool. I'm sure nothing bad will come of this.
Off to a great start. 9.
7. How does Yuki do?
She would have advantage on this because of hearing.
15 then.
Net 1.
See,
Oh, I
perception.
First roll of the day, let's go! I rolled the wrong one, god damn it.
Persuade what is happening.
Damn!
Hey, there we go!
Hey, Natural 20. Yuki's ears perk up. And Zeno, you hear a conversation from the watchtower as things are winding down. We haven't heard from our patrols in a while. I wonder if... Oh, no. Oh, God's help us. And that's what Yuki and Zeno currently hear. Yuki immediately turns to you, Dan, and says, "Oh no, I think there might be trouble." And immediately you hear a blaring horn blast out.
Well,
So that's
ladies
a
and
yes.
gentlemen, I think we have a job on our hands.
To arms, men! Undead are swarming us!
Of course they are.
Yeah.
This is
And
easy.
At least we have people to help us out this time.
True.
All right, let's head out to the walls.
And let me just go ahead and...
Where are they? Because, like,
From the east, across the river! They're headed this way! And let's see. I just gotta shift everything over. Enoch, or at least whoever's gonna be climbing up into the tower,
That's gonna be me.
at least. Roll a perception check.
22.
22. The first thing that you notice that there are 4 huge forms that are just trudging their way across the river. You notice them first. They look to be reptilian shaped in size, but something about them, you see bits of their flesh are missing. And they seem to move with a very unnatural sort of movement. And then the next thing you see is at this point in the river, there are also zombies that are currently trudging in the water right next to them. There's a shallower spot in the river where they seem to be starting to ford the river across. At this point, they're about 100 feet away at this point as they're making their way towards you.
We only have one entrance. If we can find a way to possibly choke them on the beach, should make it easier for some of our AoE attacks to hit.
I mean, the entire fort is a bottleneck.
This would probably be best if I head on up to that tower.
Alright. Well, as the defenses are currently starting to get mobilized, I'm just gonna go ahead and pull this up and have everybody roll initiative.
Alrighty. I don't remember to pull my character sheet.
Good. 8.
that's
12.
14.
4 zombies, undead reptilian things.
I don't know how useful Yuki's gonna be because she's gonna have to get through those doors to do anything.
Now just imagining Wix being like, speak with Ted. How are you doing? Ow!
They're in pain. Let's help them out with that.
They're quite dead. No bones about it.
Speak with that. How are you doing? They wanted to talk to me about my car's extended warranty.
What's a car?
God, they deserve to die.
Some of them say they're dead tired.
Most are just emotionally dead.
Let's see, Commander Breakbone. He takes up the majority of the forces initiative. Alright, and then for Kawasha and Kapalue. 8 respectively.
What's my color's mark range?
Well,
All right.
time to repair my tank spells.
All right. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead. Start with Yuki.
Okay. Could Yuki make it through the doors at all? To where the zombies will be?
The doors are currently closed at this point. Let's see. I suppose, on your turn, if you wanted to, you can attempt to make a persuasion check to see if you can let her out.
Because she's not going to be able to do much from behind here. I guess she could hold her action until, in the worst case scenario, the zombies bust into the gates.
Mm-hmm. Or she can hold her action to, run out once they...
That's true.
To do that,
Alright,
so
let's just say she's holding her action until the gates open, regardless of how they open.
Alright. Next up will be the zombies' turn. As they begin to trudge across the water. At this point, and I'm just gonna start moving them over. Layer. Give me a second as I start to set up some of the tokens.
Meanwhile, I'm just vibing to these drums.
Mm-hmm.
Aim.
This is our least like dangerous combat music.
I mean, it makes sense though. Like, we're in a fortified area with only one entrance.
Yeah, the only time this could go bad is the gates bust open, and even then they're bottlenecking in, so we can make a kill corridor pretty easily.
Alright, and I'm just double checking this because I mean, if you want some more intense music, I could definitely oblige you.
No,
No.
we're fine. We're fine.
No,
No,
this
we're
is
fine with this. We never said this was bad. We're fine with this.
Okay.
Save the boss music for when it's needed.
Yeah.
I mean, I could also use the same music I used for the Velociraptors and the Assassin Fight.
No.
No.
Fuck no. That's not just a no. That's a
Absolutely
fuck
not.
no.
Like, we have a
Of
small
course
army
I
of the
just-
undead coming through. I'm not scared of that. If you play the Assassinify music, then I'm scared.
Ah, jeez. Give me a sec.
What
I
the-
messed it up.
Whoop.
Hold on. Alright, Control Z.
Wow.
Oh no,
There
we
we are.
teleported.
Yep,
Did
sorry.
everything just shift there for a second? Or
It did
am I
because I
still
accidentally...
tired?
Long story short, I moved the token onto the wrong layer and I accidentally clicked the
Ah.
map. So that's why it did that. So apologies, everyone. Yeah, so when I went to click it on the right layer to send it back, that's when I accidentally clicked the map.
Gotcha.
So-
I've been there.
Alright, and then I just have to double check something real quick here. I'm not sure where they're going to turn up there. But that's basically the zombies' turn. Is going to be using their actions to dash through difficult terrain that is the water to basically get to that point right there. Which will bring us to Zeno then.
Okay, well, for now, I'm gonna go ahead and just say, like, I'm gonna go towards the gate, but not go through it yet. I'm just gonna move it forward so that when it's there, like, I'll be, like, right here, you know?
Okay.
Or actually, I'll join them on the the little bridge or the little watch viewing area.
On the watchtower?
Yeah.
All right. Where was your character at? Out of curiosity.
Just
Outside
moved
the
Right there.
Oh.
I just literally moved it straight so that when you move the map up, it'll actually go right back to where it is.
the map
I was
is
gonna say you would have been
normal now.
inside when this all happened. So.
Oh, well, for some reason the map is like completely different on mine.
Yeah. Try refreshing
Weird.
the page. Yeah, try refreshing just to be safe. But at this point, yeah, inside of the map would be right over here. Let me know if it's alright on your end, Vaughn.
Oh yeah, no, it's totally fine. I would have said something.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's fine for me too.
more
Yeah.
chaos nonsense.
So for your for your movement, I'll be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 30 feet of movement would get you just inside the watchtower then.
There we go. That's a lot better. Like,
I like the cut of your jib, Draco. But that's on a Jimi Hendrix reference.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Like, I want to be on top of here because if something happens, I'd rather be on or in the air than not.
Alright.
I think I already measured this out, but I'll do it again just for... Yeah, I can definitely get up on the tower.
Alright, next up will be Enoch.
Well, Enoch, seeing as how he's more of a... Okay, now I can't move my guy at all.
Uh-oh.
You have the
Oh, yeah.
measure stick.
Yeah, he'll just move up here, use a bonus action to bring out his rapier, and then just prepare for in case the gate breaks.
Alright. So you're gonna stay there. Kawasha. He'll move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 over there. Not really much he can do at this point currently. So that'll bring us to you, at least.
Alright, where's Big Boy?
Right behind the big dinosaur-looking things are right behind these guys, so they would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 60, about 65, 70 feet. Actually, let me just go ahead and grab these real quick. Let's see if I can get them just right. Just on the edge right there. There's one.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ,
just
how
moving
horrifying.
Oh crap! What the
So
hell?
big.
They're big.
This is an organized zombie force, so that's...
Yeah. This is a siege at this point now.
Oh yeah.
There's a 3.
Oh god.
And over here it makes 4.
Hopefully these boys don't have a lot of HP. Well, we're gonna go right in the middle and Hunter's mark this man.
Alright. He is the Day Hunter's marked.
And I'm firing.
Alright.
Shot 1, 25.
Hits, roll damage.
7 piercing and Colossus Slayer damage.
Which
Or
he
Hunter's
does not
mark
take
damage, excuse me. That's
So-
5 Hunter's mark, so that's 12 total.
Alright, let me just roll off of that. Alright. And that's your first shot.
And second shot, 19.
Hits, roll damage.
8 piercing. Hunter's mark again is 3, and now Colossus Slayer, because he's taking damage, is max damage.
Nice, so a total of 19 piercing damage.
So that's 31 damage total for me.
Yeah, that there dinosaur, as you're getting a closer look at it, it has a very robust looking torso with rugged plates and spikes coming out of it, and noticeably as it's walking forward, You see it has a stone club-like tail that's attached to the end.
Oh no. I don't know if Elise would know what that is, but both game I know what that is, at least the dinosaur version. And that's gonna be my turn.
Alright. Goopalue is basically going to end his turn right next to Kawasha. Basically watching the gate. Next up will be Dan.
Alright, so I do have one quick question, and that's, did we manage to get a full rest? Because I would like to know if my jinxes are back or not. Because
I
think
believe
I
you haven't done any encounters on this day, so you should have had a longer rest.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have access to them. Good.
Yes.
So, I'm going to start with Dan's signature move. I'm going to cast a Moonbeam. If I could... Why is it not letting me grab this stupid thing? There we go. And I'm just going to place... Why is it not letting me move it? I can select it.
Let me guess, you want to put right there?
Is it on the right layer?
I mean, I should only have access to the one layer.
Huh.
I mean, I was thinking about putting it right in front of the door, but I could get damage out with it right out the gate by placing it on top of some things.
Alright. I could grab a controller. Where did you want to put it?
Alright. I was thinking about putting it right on top of these four right here.
Right there?
Yes.
Okay.
And now let's roll that Moonbeam.
Alright, con saves from them.
Is that gonna hit the guy that I've been hitting too?
Oh no, I wanted
Not-
it centered here.
Okay, I'll say not quite. I just kind of put him over there just for the sake of saying that's about as close as he gets, but he's basically right behind them, like 5 feet back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can hit 4 zombies, but not the dinosaur zombie.
Alright, that's fair. I mean, in theory, they're either going to swim around it or straight through it, depending on how intelligent they are. And I meant I wanted it centered,
Right
there we go.
Yep, alright, so that's a fail. Pass, fail, fail. So 3 failures and a success.
Alright. All those failures take 6 damage.
Alright.
And
So that's...
let's go... What could I do for my bonus action? I mean, the zombies aren't nearly as threatening as the reptiles, so I'm not going to use a jinx on them. I think that'll do it then for right now. I doubt I could use Minor Illusion to distract them. They're pretty... well, they're undead. I don't know if they have the wherewithal to be threatened by a noise behind them.
It's times like this I wish I picked Hunger of Hadar.
Mm.
Alright. Next up will be Wick.
Alright, so is the door closed?
Currently it is, yes.
Alright, I'm going to assume this part right here is the door.
And actually with this, there's actually 2 sets of doors. There's this set of doors here, which is the double doors, and then another set of double doors here. So technically there's 2 sets of doors in here.
Okay, is it going to require an action to open this one next to me?
Yeah, with interact objects, it would in that case. With this set of doors.
Fine. Alright, in that case, he's just going to stand next to the door, and he is going to activate Spirit Guardians.
Nice.
So that is a 15-foot radius spell.
Little spell description. There you are. Put that for you. Then you call for the spirits to protect you. They fit around you in a distance of 15 feet for the duration.
Okay.
When you cast a spell, you can designate the number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it. your speed is halved in the area, and when a creature enters the area for the first time or starts its turn there, makes a wisdom saving throw. On a failure, damage. On a success, it's half damage.
No.
Oh no!
Teleported off.
Eh.
My planet
Just
needs
wanted to
me.
get rid of the circle.
All right. Actually, I can do that for you real quick here. Let me just go ahead and Wick, where are you? Let me just go ahead.
Okay, fine. It's just a 15-foot radius circle.
There you are. I'll just go ahead and detail aura. 15-foot circle. Ta-da! You now have access to an aura, which encompasses your spirit guardians.
Right. I can no longer select myself.
Represents where are you, Wick? There you are.
There I am.
There you are.
Alright, now
Ah.
we're there. Let's see. I guess that, at least for the time being, is about all I can do.
Alright. At this point, the soldiers begin to mobilize. 30. This one's gonna dash and make its way up to the watchtower there. This veteran will also do the same.
Oh, I should also say that his spirit guardians, for the rest of you, besides Dan, they're a bunch of little pumpkin children.
Aw.
So only Dan would recognize them.
Okay, I don't know who these people are, but I will question this later.
You don't have to.
You know what? Fine.
Alright. And at this point, these people begin to file up, getting ready to deploy. That'll conclude their turn. Next up will be the large dinosaur zombies as they begin to dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. This one begins to trudge through and smash some of the boats that are currently moored at the dock.
Did that
At
one
least a
walk through
couple
the
of them.
moonbeam though?
Yes, it did. I'll resort to that damage.
Alright. And I'll roll that moonbeam damage. Whoop. 13.
Alright, so con save for the one that walked through it. Passed, so it takes 9. Oh, wait, 7. 6, right. 6 on that.
Yep,
Got
6. Because we round down.
Alright. Next up will be Yuki.
Again, there's not a whole lot she can do except brace for that door to open. So she's gonna do exactly that. Prepped to jump into action as soon as the door opens.
Alright. Alright, start their turn. The
Like to
zombies.
imagine she's doing like the sheepy tippy tap with their legs, waiting for the door to open.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Alright, so zombies failed on the moonbeam there, so go ahead and roll damage for them.
Alright, will do. Another 13.
Another 13. Alright. That one's
Melt 'em.
That one's rough.
Let's fertilize some river plants.
Alright, so 5, 10, that's 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 10, 25, 10, 15, 20. Dash it up right there. These ones are gonna go right there. Their movement. And basically with dashing, it's gonna get them all to about there. Movement to there, movement there.
Is the river difficult terrain for the sake of this?
Up until they get to about the shore, yes.
Okay.
So that's
makes
why
sense.
they're running in there to make their way there. That concludes their movement. Zeno, you make your way on top of this watchtower as, yeah, you see the zombies are bearing down upon the shore.
I'm gonna move right here next to Dan, so I like have a good angle of all of them. And right here, so I can get as many of these giant dragon dinosaur-looking things as possible. For the first time in the actual game, I'm gonna cast Fireball.
Yay! Roll that D20
Oh, yeah.
for Wild Magic Surge.
Right, I have to do that first. All right, here we go, and
13. You're fine. All right. Let's
my
get
lucky number
started.
saves me again. Let's go.
All right. That's gonna be a whole bunch of dex saves there.
I swear.
DC 14. If not, they're taking 29 damage.
I'm sure they're all very dexterous, being zombies and all.
Absolutely.
They're
All
practically
right.
Also-
ninjas.
Also, thank God we're not playing this on a Friday.
Mhm.
Haha.
All right. So
Yes,
I'm
El
just gonna
Robot.
do-
I am channeling Jokat here. I am just using
Alright.
Fireball.
So, for the sake of brevity, let me just double check the spell description. 20-foot radius. And where did you say you were centering that again?
Just right here.
All right.
Those
so
boats are on fire.
I don't.
Like,
I'm
right
sorry
here?
about the boats.
yeah, the boats are gonna start catching fire. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So
Unless I do it. I
that
change it right
zombie's
here.
dead. That one's dead.
Oh,
That one's
oh well.
dead. That one's dead. That one's dead. That one's dead. That one's dead. And that one's dead. And then the giant zombies failed, so they're gonna take a full 29 there. Even with the undead fortitude for the zombies, it's like, yeah, nigh impossible since they failed it. Because you hit them really, really hard.
I'm staring daggers at the one that I've been hitting, waiting for him to fall.
Alright, so that one, and then that one. Looking definitely haggard, but it's still standing. Alright. Anything else for your turn then, Zeno?
Just gonna turn to the person that's right there, right next to, or look, talk about the boats. Look, I'm sorry. I'll fix those later. I'll pay for those later. But right now, we gotta worry about these things.
Yep, as you see, yeah, not only did the zombies catch on fire, but the boats are currently burning as well, including yours.
I know, like, this is kind of bad, but it's also. Wait, I thought our boats would be in the hut or in the bag.
Oh, unless you would have brought it. I'm not sure if you could fit your canoe in the bag of holding.
I was gonna say, I don't think we can fit it, and I
Yeah.
don't think we would have stuffed it in the bag because we could park it.
Yeah, we could have moored it right there with the others.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Enoch, it's now your turn.
Zeno's like, I'm a genius. Sees the canoe burning. Oh no.
Enoch hears, like, I was gonna say, Enoch hears an explosion, and he doesn't know why he feels a sense of dread.
Look, I'm sorry. There's this there's like 40 zombies right there. I just acted.
No, that was a very good idea, but also a horrible idea.
I know. I spent money on that damn boat.
Enoch, what do you do?
Enoch,
That was the smartest dumb thing you've ever done.
yeah, Enoch will just hold his position with his head buried in his hands, like surrounded by pumpkin people.
They're all just dancing around him.
Yeah, no, just sad teenage boy, just like, why? Why me?
5, 10, 50, 20, 25, 30. Quad's just gonna yell, the boats are on fire! Why are the boats on fire?
At least just
Gonna point to Zeno.
I'm sorry.
There was a large clump of them, not near the boats.
Killed like 10 zombies. What do you want from me?
Elise, it's not your turn. It's just
Okay.
a fireball
Emotions.
eruptor over here.
alright, well,
The zombie you've been peppering is still barely sauntering over.
Yeah.
What do you
yep,
do?
I'm gonna keep hammering in.
Alright.
Shot number 125.
Hits.
8 piercing, is he still up?
Let me see. It has to. You shoot it in the head, and it slips to the ground. Dead.
Well, overkill damage for the sake of overkill damage. And bonus action. I'm gonna move Hunter's Mark to. Let's move it to the one right next to it.
Okay.
The big boy right next to it, and fire shot number 2. Yeah, 11.
An 11 does not hit.
That's all I got.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20. Kupalue is also gonna dash to make his way into the tower. As that brings us down to Dan.
All right. You may have seen what I was planning on doing because I've been measuring it a bit. I'm moving the moonbeam so it gets through all of these guys, then bringing it through this guy and the zombies that are there to move it to like roughly here, and then end it right there. And since they've all entered the moonbeam, they all should have to make the save. And that's why I didn't place it at the gate to start with.
Alright, so time for a little pitter patter, ping pong pong. As that's gonna be a whole bunch of con saves.
Yep.
Zombies passed. The dinosaur also passed. So they take 6 points of damage. This one, though, does go up in flames because that one was definitely rare.
Okay. So, for my bonus action, the one dinosaur, it's saved, right? You said?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Alright, so for that one, Dan is going to look at it, and crushing his hands, he utters... Oh, wait, that's the notes. Damn it. Cloudus! And there's going to be a loud cracking and popping as his legs burst, and I cast Cripple on him. He can now... His movement speed is reduced by 20 feet.
By 20 feet, you say?
Yes.
Well, then. Yeah, you did break their legs. My leg! As it just slumps to the ground as you break both of its hind legs. And
Who really needs legs, right? They were
Dan out
holding him
here.
back.
Dan out here biting some kneecaps.
That was very clever, Dan. Jeez. And how long does that jinx last?
It doesn't say, so I believe it's just they don't get legs anymore. It says creature's movement speed is reduced by 20, and that's it.
Yep. All right. So.
I think I accidentally deleted myself from the list earlier. I think I was on 7.
Oh, 7, right. Let's go ahead and add your turn down to 7. That'll put you next.
Okay. Out of mild curiosity, how high is the watchtower?
The watchtower is about 10 feet up.
Do I want to bother? It could be funny. Wick is gonna just turn to Enoch and he's gonna like hold his hand and he's just gonna say,
Do not be afraid of the darkness. I will be here. Hide and seek.
and he's gonna cast darkness. So that is a 30-foot radius of darkness, plus that 15-foot radius of spirit guardians. The people who will be able to see in that darkness, I think I can do 3, right?
Hello,
It's your
darkness,
wisdom
my old
modifier.
friend.
Wisdom modifier. Okay, 2 people. That's gonna be Elise and you know what? Dan's got the thing. Zeno will see. Elise and Zeno both see in the dark.
I'm blind!
Can't see.
Wait, but my moonbeam, I think, is it on that very edge of your darkness, or is it in there? Because
Oh,
it's going
shoot,
to
I
be
think it's in
producing
there.
light.
We actually made
Shoot,
a
I
ruling
think
for
it's
this.
in there. We did.
Right.
Do
In which case, does that disperse it, or did that just
I'm
see in the
checking it
dark?
now.
It just, you can see it in the darkness, but it doesn't disperse it.
Okay.
I think that's how we ruled it.
No, I got
Yeah,
the
that sounds
fix here. I'm just reading over it right now.
Alright. Alright. Meanwhile, and at least in this tower, since they're closer, this veteran's gonna unload a couple of crossbow bolts in that big zombie over there.
But yeah, to answer you, Milla, the moonlight exists in there, but it is overlapped by the darkness, so no one can see it. But it'll burn them.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
If Dan ever casts it higher than second level, then it will disperse the darkness.
I mean, I'll need to unlock those slots, but obviously I'm going to cast Moonbeam at higher levels when I get... Oh yeah, I do have those slots. I have the level 3 slot.
I'm just letting you know, we fixed the ruling.
Okay.
Alright. That goes in for that. What's going on? Where did this blasted darkness come from?
Oh, that was me. You'll be fine. Don't worry.
I wish we could be able to see in this. Blasted, how are we supposed to man the gate?
Don't worry. I've got friends.
Alright.
Have a Moonbeam positioned directly in front of the gate. They're going to get a lot of damage before they actively get to the gate.
On the bright side, they can't see either.
We can't see them, but they can't see us either. That's how we win.
I mean, 2 of you should be able to see them. I
Alright.
think.
Yeah, because I think Elise, Dan, and Zeno, you're able to see this zombie step foot basically right up along this ridge here.
No, just Elise and Zeno.
Oh yeah, Elise and Zeno. As it begins to bash its tail on the door. And everybody else hears wham coming from the door, but it seems like nothing's happening.
I was gonna say, like, if nothing else, like we could easily hear that and just target our spells towards that.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if it hit the door with its tail, wouldn't that mean it entered the moonbeam to do that hit?
Yep, go ahead and roll the damage. As... let's see.
4.
Also, at least
Well-
in Xeno, while you're in the darkness, you have resistance to necrotic and radiant damage.
Oh, that might be useful, actually.
And as it goes to swing with the club. Above game, your characters don't know this, but at least at Zeno, at least you two are able to see it did grow and it did collapse right next to the entrance.
Oh, by its own attack!
Yep,
Hoisted by its own petard.
Just goes to swing its tail, immediately hits the moonbeam, and immediately is like, ah,
Confusion damage in Pokemon. It hit itself with confusion.
That's basically what that was.
And because this zombie is basically reduced to 0 because of its crippled legs, it can't move anyway. So it's stuck there.
my leg.
My legs! Shut up, Frank! That'll bring us to Yuki's turn.
And all she can do is tippy tap in excitement, waiting for the
She's
moment.
tippy tapping in the darkness.
When that
Yep.
door opens, oh boy!
I can't see, but I'm so excited.
Next up will be the zombies.
Now keep in mind, at this point, they cannot see.
Mm-hmm.
Which might explain why they're walking into a wall.
Uh-huh.
And also the spikes coming out of the wall.
Mm-hmm. They are zombies after all. They're not exactly that smart. So that's all their movement right there, which will bring us to Zeno.
Alright, so I see the two, like the small zombie and the dinosaur right here, right?
Yep.
Alright, I see that, and I'm just gonna cast Shatter on both of them.
Alright, so Shatter on which group?
These
These two up here.
these two, because
Alright.
I don't want them to break down the wall. I like the wall as it stands.
Roll your D20 for
Oh
one magic
no!
trick.
Here we go!
Here we go.
Oh,
boy.
here we are, everybody! Roll that percentile, Zeno!
Roll that beautiful bean footage. Let's go! A 36. 1 second.
36.
I want to see
Okay.
what this does.
I will roll for this. As you're going to cast the... As you're going to cast your verbal components for your shatter, as the surge hits through you realize as it goes through, your voice is 1 octave lower.
Yeah!
Do you know what an
Don't worry,
octave is?
guys, I got him!
Congratulations, you went from a tenor to a baritone.
And there is my points damage.
Oh god, now you're sounding like Linkara.
I'm not trying to sound like a car. I'm trying to sound like Will Ferrell with the voice modulation issue guy.
That's a deep hole for all those who get it.
Alright, so I completely forgot. Oh yeah, I didn't roll for the con saves. Well, the dinosaur passed and the zombie failed. So that's gonna be 5 for the big guy, 10 for the little guy.
Like a bump game of like, okay, so do I go for that, or do I go for Boris, or aka Tony the Tiger?
Alright. Now end your turn, Enoch.
Let me check my spells. Yeah, still nothing that's really gonna help with this, especially while I'm blind. So, Enoch
Wick can also see, so he can maybe help you.
Enoch's just gonna slowly step over here. Am I still in the darkness? Let's see here. Wait, so now it's 30 feet.
You are very much still in the.
Yep, you're in the darkness, and as you make your way further, you manage to feel the gate, and you hear the goats bleeding even louder as you make your way over that way.
We'll wander over here, and that pretty much takes up all his movement. And he's just gonna be like, what has my life become? And that's it.
What does
Kawashik-
he become now that he's betrayed?
Yep. Kawasha can basically do nothing. That'll bring us to Elise.
Alright. Looking at that guy that I've got hunters marked, and hopefully it ends up better this time.
Alright.
26.
That hits.
7.
Plus Hunter's Mark, plus Colossus Slayer. For 11. Okay. Alright, next shot.
Second shot is 24.
That hits, roll damage.
Another 7. And no Colossus Slayer, but Hunter's Mark is max damage.
Nice, for another 13.
Also, goddammit, those 2 nat 20s on the other side.
Yeah.
Just the way the game plays sometimes.
Alright.
But it's still amazing rolls, though.
I mean, counterpoint, could I argue that because I'm in the darkness and they can't see me, I have advantage?
Ah! Let's see. It was this one?
Yeah.
They are just outside of that, so they would be blinded to have advantage of it, so.
I think that's also a rogue perk anyway.
Huh.
Dan! Now it's your turn.
Okay. So I can't see. I don't
Correct.
know where any of the enemies are. But my
can
moonbeam is still in front of the gate.
You can still see the moonbeam, at least.
I guess I could move it around, but I feel like I don't want to move it around because it keeps things from going through the main gate. But at the same time, I mean, did the dinosaur over there attack the wall with its tail? Did I hear that?
No. It didn't get to that point yet.
Okay. So I have no way of knowing that if it could do that. I have no way of knowing if those zombies are over there. I don't know what to do exactly at this point.
You do know that you crunched an alligator's leg somewhere. Probably know where
True.
he was, at least.
Yeah, I could move the moonbeam over there, but then it's not in front of the gate. I mean, I guess I could just use Toll the Dead on the dinosaur over there due to lack of information and being able to see.
Yeah. Although it specifies it has to be a creature you see, so.
Right.
I'm
I
helping.
guess I'm just gonna sit here,
Yeah.
wondering what the heck I can do. The
Quick.
moonbeam is fine.
Do I hear any of the zombies like over here or over here?
Roll a perception check.
Alrighty. Da-da-da-da.
10?
Let me see. No, you do not hear them, no.
Wick's just gonna sit back on his butt and just start playing with his feet.
I'm helping.
Alright. And as the men just stand their ground, they could do nothing. This dinosaur, seeing the spikes that are over here, is going to attempt to swing at one of them.
Isn't it in the darkness, or is it just outside?
It's just outside.
Okay.
That's gonna hit. Excuse me. Wow.
Bless you.
No,
Yeah.
I just
At
thought
least-
of something. What's the radius on Spirit Guardians, Caitlin?
Spirit
15.
Guardians is 15 feet, so he's about at the door right now.
Basically,
think
if
this-
they ever get in.
I was gonna say, I think this one's just inside of it.
Alright. So,
There's also an incline.
He's
there.
actually just outside of it. It looks
Ah.
like. I actually have like a circle like on my thing, and he's not quite inside it.
Ah.
We have enough
Alright.
races going on.
this zombie takes its tail and it swings it right at that spike over there and just demolishes it to splinters. And that's the only one that can move, so that concludes their turn. More tippy tappies from Yuki.
What are you losers over there doing? You can see.
All right, I completely forgot about their turn. So
You could be doing stuff. This is
miss.
your face.
hit, hit, hit. They begin to pepper this one with javelins. And this one takes some damage. A couple of Icklewas are currently piercing the side around the neck of this zombie. But it's still standing. Alright. Anything for Yuki because she is currently in darkness. I don't know what to do. Is it time yet? I really want to do something.
I know. I'm in the same position right now,
No.
Yuki.
Here's a better question for Yuki. Is she saying that out loud?
Yeah. Dan just hears that in his mind.
Okay.
Yeah. He would have said that in his mind too.
I was just checking, considering we have enough going on between the darkness, the pumpkin children, the zombies, the explosions, plural.
Zombie dinosaurs.
Yuki's just moved on to full-on, like, chihuahua shaking.
Oh no.
Oh no! Someone dropped.
Oh no.
We lost DeLuna. Oh no.
There he is.
There we go.
He's back.
Alright, can you hear me?
Yeah.
There you
Yes.
Looks like my internet's acting weird.
go. No.
Oh no.
1 second. There's nothing else I can at least do on my phone, and I can still play, looks like.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that'll bring us to the zombies. And Elise and Zeno, as you're looking down, you see the zombies are just trying to flood this side of the wall over here.
Oh no! They're World War Z-ing.
All right, there we go.
Surprisingly, that's an accurate analogy. As they begin to pile up and start climbing their way up. Zeno, what do you do?
Again, I'm just gonna cast Shatter and try to make that where that doesn't happen anymore.
All right, let's
Once-
roll another percentile, or roll another d20.
That is a 7.
You are safe, and let's roll some con saves.
I think not.
So 5, 10, 5.
15 points of damage on a fail.
All right, well, that zombie is barely holding on, and this one failed their check, so they take the full brunt of it. Still standing.
Just a thought I had. Like, some of them are standing right on where there's a spike. Should they have taken damage from that?
Oh, they
wall
did.
spike? Okay.
Oh yeah, they did. So let's see. So that concludes their turn. Enoch.
There's not much I can do. This is a very pervading darkness.
Marco,
Who's that?
you're supposed to say Polo.
I have more questions. Okay. This is the problem with being a warlock. Literally everything I have is sight-based.
If only you took the vocation that lets you see in magical darkness.
This is the only time I haven't taken that as a warlock, actually.
And look what happened because of it.
I am sorry, I play every character in universe. And he is a robot boy, so he knows how to read. I think he's just gonna wander up around here.
Eventually, if you were to follow around the gates, you eventually make your way out of the darkness over here.
Ah, okay.
Right next to your infirmary tent.
Alright, I can see now. Looks
Right
like a
here,
giant
you
dome of
idiot.
darkness. This is not much better.
Yep. You see there's a couple of ghosts that are freaking out over here. You currently see these two.
Yeah, there's not much I can do
Alright.
for you guys. I'm just gonna...
Alright. Skipping over to Elise.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna just keep pelting the big boy.
Alright, the one that you've... This one over here that's currently crippled.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the hit.
11.
Misses.
Such oh, better 12.
Still does not hit. Yeah, it just reflects off of his hide and, yeah, finds no purchase.
No. Pretty much all I can do.
Alright, Koopalooey, can't really do anything. Dan.
All right. Zeno, Elise, you seem to be able to see. Is anything heading toward the gate, or can I move my moonbeam anywhere?
Move it to our right. We have like 6 people on or trying to get over the gate.
Okay. So Dan's going to follow that advice and just run through these zombies until it's right there. He's gonna actively try to hit them all since he can't see. It's gonna be a
Alright.
wild movement.
Yep. I'll assume that, going right based on his movement, he would move them straight to the right. So you'd be able to glance through 4 of them,
Okay.
I'll say. And that's gonna be con saves. And I'll just say this one's just gonna outright die because it's...
I mean, Zeno did cast or shatter on all these guys beforehand, so I would assume that they're not in the best of shape to begin with.
So 11 points, that's gonna be 3 more con saves. Pass.
I think he would have left it on top of any zombies that he saw after moving it far right.
Yep.
Once he stopped seeing them, he'd probably move it back.
Yep. So probably over there, so... That's
Yeah.
pass, failure. We'll say this one currently is failed. So if it were to be right there. It's 5. Then 11 there. Alright. Wick, it's your turn.
Alright, so did I hear deep booming voice Zeno say that there were zombies over yonder?
Yeah, you heard him say to the right.
Oh no, it would still be to his right. Oh darn. He's gonna waddle on over.
So the darkness
Okay.
follows him.
Darkness
Yep.
does follow him.
As does Spirit Guardians.
Yep, as
Uh-huh.
the spirit guardians.
Alright, wisdom saves. Okay, so that'll be...
Hilariously, I actually think darkness follows you, and I think you're back in.
Yep, no, just... yeah, Enoch is just gonna be like... Today's been a day.
Oh, god damn it.
Alright, well... All right, so go ahead and roll that damage there.
Alright, it is radiant damage, if that matters. And it is. It's 3d8. So that's 14.
Okay. Let's see. We'll see. 2. So, you hear some muffled groans. And you do hear a painful bleat as the goats that are right next to you in the pen. You didn't specify them and they died.
Well, I guess it's fair that I didn't specify, although he would have just wanted the zombies to be affected. Because he wouldn't want any of his friends to be, you know.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I'll take that back. I will spare the goats. I am a merciful god. I do not require goat sacrifices.
Right.
Even if you eat my carrots.
Alright. That is their turn. Let's see. The guards that are up here are going to continue to pelt the zombies over there. Fire it with crossbows. They miss with their yikawas. And damage on that. As far as that, this veteran that was up here in the tower and can actually see now that the darkness has moved out of the way. And he's going to fire 2 crossbows at.
Because if it's him, he's still in it.
Yeah.
Well, he's above it if it's a 30-foot radius. He's 10 feet up. He's 10 feet up in the air, so
okay.
he'd be technically above it. So that's 1 hit, reload, miss, and he's gonna deal. Yeah, that big dinosaur zombie's getting worn down pretty badly. That'll bring us to the zombie's turn. This one is going to swing at that other one, but tragically miss. Oh, and let's just do this for fun.
They also need to reroll the damage for being inside my spirit guardian.
Yep.
Because they're starting it on their turn.
Yeah. Well, the Ankylosaurus zombies, they have their own separate initiative.
Oh, that one. Okay, never mind.
Alright, Elise and Zeno, you just see that in a hilarious display. This Ankylosaurus zombie missed so bad that he actually swung into the zombie that was right next to him. Sends him flying backwards into the water and he just collapses over dead.
Yes.
Man, they got friendly fire on over there.
That's the best kind of friendly fire, my friend.
The zombie just goofy screams as he flies into the water.
You hear Enoch from the back. Friendly fire isn't.
Alright.
Ask the boats.
What boats?
Exactly.
At this point, Yuki is still very concerned that she can't do anything yet. She's scared in the darkness at this point.
I imagine she's scraping against the door that's inside.
Yeah. He's like, let me in. Alright, now it's the zombie's turn, and Wick, I need you to go ahead and roll that damage for the Spirit Guardians. Oh, wait. Yeah, so go ahead and roll the new damage for him. I'll re-roll the wisdom saves.
12.
12, so that's a pass. That's a pass. Well, even with the pass, you hear the shrieks as as everybody on the watchtower sees that the zombies that are over on the right side are currently dead. Yeah, at least until you see that they are dead. And all that's left are...
I think just the 2 dinosaurs.
Yep, that's all that's left. So, Zutto, it is now your turn.
Alright, so seeing the dinosaur, this one right here, that so hilariously just killed his friend, add insult to injury, and just cast another shatter on him.
Alright, roll another d20.
That's a
2.
2.
So close.
Oh!
I would I get 2 in a single encounter. That'd be amazing, actually.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah. Alright, go ahead and roll it beat your con save, so ooh, okay, so that's half
He's
of
still
that,
taking
which is
9 damage.
Alright. But it's still barely standing. Enoch. You find yourself in the darkness once more. Or no, just on the edge of it, I believe. Yeah, you are just on the edge as the darkness closes in once more.
What a metaphor.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I've come to talk with you again.
You're not gonna just be like, is there anything still out there?
Well, I think I got these ones by this top and this wall.
2 dinosaurs, that's it.
Who the fuck is that?
It's me. We'll explain this in a second. Now just go.
It's God.
Crazy magic!
So since you're saying that's
Alright.
above like the darkness, can I see like the top of this tower?
From where you're at, yeah, you can barely make out. Actually, because it blocks your line of sight, you can't see the top of the gate, so no.
Well then. Enoch will just sigh. 2,
Alright.
3, 4, 5. Hit the door. Ow. And that's basically it.
Alright. Next up will be Kawasha. He can see! He can fight as he goes to mess with the produced flame. Sad. That'll bring us to Elise.
Oh. Hopefully I hit this time. 23.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
6 piercing. Plus 500 mark. Plus 6 Colossus Slayer.
So a total of 17 damage.
Lot of
Still up.
damage. Ow!
How is the
They're
cripple...
very...
There we go.
There!
20.
Natural 20! Alright.
That's 19 piercing damage off the bat.
Yep. And actually, because of how we're doing max plus, so the roll on there is 10
And there's-
plus 8. That'll make that 18 plus 6 plus 4.
So that's Hunter's Mark doubled, since I already rolled Colossus Slayer.
Yep, so that's 10, 20. Yeah, you quite handily, with 18 points of overkill, finally managed to slay that zombie. Thank God for that crit. Alright.
And with my bonus action, targeting the final big boy.
Alright. That brings us to Koopa Lue. He is still short. He can't quite see. That'll bring us to Dan.
Alright, what's left? Where can I move the moonbeam?
To the left.
Alright, he's going to follow that and move it directly to the left until he sees Undead Dinosaur.
Well, you still wouldn't see anything.
Well, he'd see the moonbeam covering it, so wouldn't that
No.
allow him to see?
The moonbeam doesn't dispel the darkness, so you can't see it.
Oh,
Yeah. Well,
It's also now outside of the darkness, so
yeah, so go ahead and roll your damage as you do manage to hit it.
All right.
Eventually.
13.
Yep.
See?
Even if it
And
were to
Return of the
pass, it
Joker.
fails. As
even if it were to pass, it fails.
Yeah, like
it fails at unlife.
remember that scene in Return of the Joker where the giant satellite is sending a beam directly to both Terry and the Joker?
Mhm.
That's what this creature sees before it dies again.
Alright, and with that, we are out of combat.
Okay. Wick dispels.
Also, the bolts are on fire.
Wick dispels his guardians first, and then the darkness.
Alright.
Can I run to the boats and try to use frostbite to try to put them out?
Why would you do that?
I'm just gonna stand on the lookout staring at the burning boats. This is fine.
So an ill-conceived plan in hindsight?
You think? Like,
Hey,
at this point, would someone tell Enoch the boats are literally on fire?
Leave, Kawasha shouted that.
Yeah,
Much
I think
clear.
Then Enoch will go down and try to save boats with mending.
Alright. Let's see how well this works, because
Ignore that.
mending doesn't necessarily repair against burning damage, although...
And if there's still pieces that haven't been burned away, they go back together.
Best I could
I'm
do
using
is press
frostbite to try to freeze the fire and all that.
It still does damage. Stop trying to
As you-
destroy our boats.
Okay, I don't do that. I don't do that then. I clicked the spell. I forgot it did damage. I'm sorry.
4, and then...
First you try to
Alright.
punch with an ice knife, now this.
Good news is that your canoe is safe, in spite of the best efforts of the... it's slightly singed, but it's still structurally sound. The bad news is that one of the Order's boats got destroyed in the fireball.
How many? Just one?
Just one.
Oh, at least
How
somebody
many gold is that? That's 12. That's 12 gold, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
No, I feel we should count our blessings that the ropes didn't burn off and they just drifted off on fire.
Yes, that would have been worse.
You sound funny.
Is
I
that like,
know.
is that like permanent?
I hope not. Although this isn't a bad sound for me, honestly.
Okay, Zeno, before you focus on that, I think we need to have a nice long talk about collateral damage.
Look, I didn't see the boats until the very last second.
You knew they were there. You floated down the river with us to this spot. You helped us
I
anchor
didn't know
it.
I was there. I was frozen.
We've done this once before.
Yes. Well, let me ask you an honest question. Would you rather have one boat damaged or have a bunch of zombies at the door?
There's zombies you could have hit that weren't near the boats.
Look at all the dead zombies. Look at how much trouble this actually caused us.
Oh, hey, look, a little pumpkin patch.
Yes, Wick, those are very, very cute.
Wick,
Oh, yeah. No,
Is anybody hurt?
Wick, as you're making your way over to the zombies, I want you to roll an investigation check for me.
Okay.
Above game, if anyone has a cure curse spell, you can or remove curse spell, you can take away the or me speaking like this.
Above game, yes, but in game, your character doesn't
I
know that.
I was gonna say I have it, but Wick wouldn't know that. Investigation.
I'm a warlock. I do the exact opposite of removing any curse.
11.
Okay, by the way, again, above game. How long are we gonna have this last?
Well, that's for me to know and you to find out, so just keep going until I say otherwise. Anyway, Wick, with your investigation check, as you're looking over the corpses of these zombies, on the foreheads of some of the ones that you happen to find that are intact, you notice an unusual marking, a inverted blue triangle, which is on their forehead.
Huh. Somebody drew on these zombies.
What?
What now?
He just picks one up by the head.
Look,
So is it
Dig
just
it
the?
out.
Is it just the upside down triangle?
Yep.
Can we all
That's the
roll
only mark that you
investigation?
see on their forehead.
I was gonna ask, could I roll Arcana to see if I know if that like equates to anything in magic?
I was about
I'll
to
just say above game, you've never seen this mark before,
Fair enough.
even with the check.
Yeah,
Do the
nat
big
20.
do the big zombies also have that triangle on them?
Roll an investigation check for me.
Can I see that as well?
Sure.
4.
You don't see any markings on them.
Out of
That's
curiosity,
a 14.
Zeno, you also don't notice any markings on them. You were saying, Wick?
would it look familiar from my dreams at all?
I'll say. Let's see. Make an intelligence check, and the DC for this is gonna be pretty high.
That's fine. Intelligence. 15.
15. No, you don't remember seeing that in your dream.
Okay.
well,
He just drops the zombie.
good news is I got some pumpkins. Does anybody need any help?
I mean, I'm fine. Let's check. Captain,
Say,
is
I
you
don't-
hurt?
Everybody just kind of looks around, and they look fine.
I'm pretty sure nobody got damaged in that fight.
Yeah,
Hey.
surprisingly.
I think most of us just chilled on the watchtower or
That was one
behind
of-
the gates.
That was one
Yeah.
of the easiest fights I've ever done.
Yeah, leave it to Wick to leave it to a stalemate and actually saving some damage because a bunch of people are ready to storm through and help defend the gate. So, I guess that's a blessing and a curse.
I just want Dan should be honorable MVP for breaking the knees of a zombie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was great.
yeah, that was pretty good.
Nico knees.
I'll say for that combat, Wick,
I think
Zeno, and Wick, Zeno, and Dan, you each get an extra inspiration for tonight. Those are pretty good.
it's like I did the most personal damage of anybody.
I just realized I could have done a reference to my Fear and Hunger streams. You've lost your leg privileges.
Oh wow. And at this point, as the members of the Order of the Gauntlet, they begin to struggle to clear away the bodies, and they're not exactly sure how to handle the larger zombies that are, strung about, but they managed to take the Elise, I want you to go ahead and roll a nature check as you get a better good look at these.
Alright.
Remember what kind of dinosaurs these were.
I don't know shit.
Yeah, they look pretty rough and mangled. You're not exactly sure what to identify them as.
By the way, I would give the leader the 12 gold for the boat.
Commander Breakbone reluctantly accepts it. Small price to pay, I suppose, for fending off another incursion by those blasted undead.
Another one. How often does this happen?
Seems like at least once a 10-day.
Okay.
Or
Oh,
every other
great.
10-day.
Zeno, you do realize their whole point of being out here is to fight these guys, right?
Yes, but the it's not the fact that it happens so often, it's the literal fact that it's happening as often as it is that's disturbing me. These attacks are getting bigger, that means that the city's probably next.
Well, Commander Breakbone kind of pipes up. With as often as these attacks occur, it doesn't really give us an opportunity to explore the jungle any further to help deal with it.
It seems like that's the reason that you guys hire people like us.
It almost
He does not
seems
speak
like
for us. We are not for hire.
I was saying as in the royal we, as in the city.
The city doesn't speak for us either. We are subcontracted from someone from a totally different continent.
Many exclamation marks pop up.
The whole entire camp.
What,
Some of it is.
I was gonna say, what Enoch is unsubtly saying is, don't you put this evil on us. Quite literally.
It's just random guard number 37. I could really use some mushrooms outside.
I haven't seen my wife in months. Could you get a sending orb over to her?
No! That's exactly the opposite direction of where we're going. This is what the
Meanwhile,
mail's
number
for.
25 chimes in. Could you help me out on my next patrol?
And Wick's just going around, yeah, sure, we can do that. I'd be happy to help. Golly gee, that sounds fun.
Enoch's just double face palming.
I mean, I've been considering it, but with all the different commissions, but I'm pretty sure the next time I get an emo, it's just going to be the concern meme with Enoch.
Enoch concern.
Again, I like to reiterate this for anyone who's just listening to the first time. Zeno is many things. Overly smart is not one of them.
Which is why he is being shouted at.
Exactly.
I mean, well, magic can do crazy things.
I mean, he isn't a wizard. He's not a smart caster.
I cast off charisma, and that's about the best I have. At this point, I'm wondering like how the character even got into college.
At
He
this
knows
point,
Someone. There's always at least one
Yes.
charity case.
yeah. At any rate, thankfully nothing else happens for the rest of the night as things kind of begin to wind down. The watches kind of come and go. Soldiers kind of working out the frustrations of not being able to actually fight. They begin to kind of train in the courtyard. A couple of them bring some various vegetation to feed the goats as they thankfully begin to chow down. And the rest of the night passes and nothing happens. So, you guys managed to get your long rest in.
Hey.
As you begin to get ready to depart the next day.
Oh.
We're in a newly christened Black Pearl.
Their newly charred canoe.
Alright, so...
No, Enoch's gonna take Zeno aside. You're no longer to point your magic anywhere near this.
I have a feeling this is gonna be a thing you're never gonna let me let down, are you?
Not until the next giant fuck up.
I make
have
good
until
promises.
then.
No, you need to understand. I didn't used to swear. This is new.
It's very naughty.
That it is, Wick. That it is.
What the heck is this?
I mean, I've been swearing ever since, my granny's passing. I wouldn't swear around her, but now I don't have any filter.
I think you'll find it's oddly cathartic, actually.
Hmm.
I don't. It is mostly something I use as a modifier to emphasize the level of chicanery.
Give it time.
No! I don't want that to become the norm.
Again, that's not gonna be something you can control.
The cursing is a good modifier, like you said, for words, phrases, but it can be used so versatilely.
No. Dan, Xena, I want you to understand, okay? Last time I gave up control, that happened. I would lack some control in my life.
And that's what swearing gives you.
I don't know about that.
I don't feel like you swear when something goes right.
Well, I mean,
Again,
fuck yeah is a phrase. You see, fuck is the most versatile of swear words.
it really is.
It can be used positively, negatively, as a verb, a noun, an adjective.
Above game, we are really like. I forget how young fine your character is. This is amazing.
17, right?
I have
Terrible influence.
I'm trying to remember. I don't think I ever actually gave him an age. I think I. What did I make him?
I know
think
that
made
we're
him, like,
both. I know we like settled that we're both teenagers with Caitlin.
Yeah, I think he's like 16. He's young,
Yeah.
and he acts younger.
Zeno and Dan are horrible influences.
I just want you to imagine, like, I want you to imagine just the camera of, like, the adults are just kind of, like, their heads are slightly at the top of the screen, and then the top of Wick's head is, like, right at the bottom, just, like, looking between them with his hands over his mouth. Just going,
Earmuffs.
And Enoch doesn't know his exact age, so he's just. You look at him, you're like, he's probably a teenager.
All right.
I think I've mentioned that Elise is only like maybe just barely over a century old. So, as far as in human years, she's like probably mid 20s.
I mean, by elf standards, Dan's a fucking baby at 26, but by human standards, he's alright. Actually, no, I think he's 30. Still, though, baby by elf standards.
Yep. So, speaking of controlling things, Dan, as we begin to float down the river, the river begins to kind of open up into more of a wider delta, as it were. As Dan, I want you to go ahead and roll a percentile for me.
Alright, will do.
Hopefully, Quash doesn't get us lost today.
64.
64. Going on that, 64.
I feel like we've rolled that one before, and I don't know if I should be scared.
Yeah, I don't remember. Are the apes back?
monkey.
Is it the Velociraptors?
Apes together, strong.
If it's the Velociraptors, at least we're in the water. I don't know how Velociraptors do in water.
Spin to win.
Having to double check something here for specifics on mapping. All right. Isn't that right? Just making sure I gotta double check something.
I just hope we don't go off course so much we end up inland again.
We end up back at the statue of the crocodile. How the fuck did we get back here?
Somehow we get to Port Nyansaru again. How the hell?
Nope,
Yeah,
nope,
we've been
river only
traveling
roll-
for that long.
Blessing in disguise. Can I invest in boat insurance?
You know what? Fair. We could use some, considering.
All right.
Do you cover random arcane fuckery?
The funny thing is, like, since this is a place with magic, I would assume that answer would be yes, actually.
Yeah.
Not really. It's not that common.
I mean, certainly there's arcane damages.
How easy it
Because
would be.
crossfire would happen.
How easy it would be to commit fraud for that one as well.
Yeah. But that's why spells like Detect Magic exist.
Oh lord. I can now just imagine a campaign of just like fraud investors.
Yeah.
The Bard's
Fun.
Columbo.
Vaughn, you just described Trigun.
Listen, it's been a while, okay?
I'm just saying that's literally the plot of Trigun. They're both like, okay, we gotta find this man and realize why the hell he's worth $600 billion.
Now you see, I feel like now just analyzing that, if someone was worth that, I would try to stay as far away from them on the off chance of finding out exactly why.
Yeah, honestly. If someone's
But-
worth that kind of money, obviously there's a reason.
Nope, not the two main girls. They actually are like, we keep trying to find this guy and we keep running into this idiot.
As I'm just setting up some stuff here. Ba-boom, ba-boom.
Well, don't have
Oh
to
god,
recite-
we're about to fight. We're fighting baboons, guys. Watch out.
I'm gonna say this bodes poorly.
They can
It's-
swim.
This might be a bunch of velociraptors again.
No, I can neither confirm nor deny that. But as everybody goes to continue on and you make your way into the marsh. Going into the end of the night, go ahead, Elise and Dan, and roll your respective survival checks.
Hooray! $17.
13.
All right. Elise, as you're making your way along, you do manage to find another boar that's kind of rummaging along on the edge of the swamp. And for the sake of brevity, we say you managed to slay that.
Yep.
I mean, well, damn.
Oh.
All right. All right, Dan, as you are scavenging around, you find an interesting discovery. You find a bush that it's a smaller sized bush that has a bunch of colorful red and yellow leaves on it. why don't you roll a nature check for me to see if you can identify this?
Can do.
17. I'll say with that, yeah, you recognize these as, manga leaves. Specifically, this is a manga bush that you find. If you were to, specifically, if you were to grind and, if you're able to grind them, steep them, heat them, basically make a tea out of it, you are able to use this as a component for making healing potions to an extent. But you can also stew the leaves in order to basically regain some health.
Okay.
So, from what you remember, with that nature check, 1 ounce of manga leaves consumed in this fashion is enough to regain 1 hit point. But if you eat more, or if you drink more than 5 ounces worth, then it has a chance of basically knocking you on your ass.
So like it's basically you chew it and you get 1 HP, but the more you drink, the more likely you are to pass out.
If you've had more than 5 ounces.
Okay.
It's basically a barbiturate.
So how many can I grab?
You are able to find 7 ounces in this tree, in this
Okay.
bush.
7. So 5 OZ KO. Alright. So the other question I have to ask, you said it was a manga bush, right?
Yep.
What genre is it? Is it a slice
I
of
knew it was
life? Shonen?
I knew there was gonna be a weak
Right.
shit joke.
Rico, if you didn't make
manga.
that joke, I would have.
Yeah. I was waiting for
I
the
was
perfect
I was
opportunity.
I was like, okay, one of us has to make the joke. Someone's gonna do it. We're all weebs here.
And I have proof of this. Specifically, it is a food manga. There.
Huh. Okay.
Holy crap! You found what's that one? The one food manga that's that, or the one food anime that's out right now?
Shokugeki no
Divorce.
Soma.
Yep.
I'm not really into food manga, but I'll take them because maybe someone else in the party is.
Alright. So, with that, as you're all beginning to bed down for the night, let's see. Alright. Who's gonna be doing watches?
Well, as always.
I'll take first watch.
Alright. So, Zeno and obviously Enoch's taking all watches. Second watch.
I'll take another watch.
Alright. Third watch.
Look, I'll take it.
Alright. And final watch.
I'll do it. I'll do final.
Alright. Alright, so that at least. So,
Alright.
first watch. Zeno and Enoch, I'll need you two to make perception checks for me.
Perception. That is an 8.
Enoch.
Oh, my bad.
So you're right in yours as well.
7.
Enox is taking this time to further reprimand him on the boat.
Alright.
Do you want to walk all the way to Mambala? I sure don't.
Look,
I will make sure that this gets remedied. I promise.
How? Do you have a magic spell that magically makes boats? Because I don't.
You never know what happens with me.
That does not reassure me at all.
It shouldn't, but at the same time, I'm not going to apologize any further than I already have.
I feel like you need to understand that your magic is very dangerous. Specifically your spells, not just the weird things that happen.
Let's see. Enoch, Zeno, I assume you two are going to be over here. The boat's going to be basically down here. Elise, probably going to be over there. Wick, probably over there. Let's see. Yeah, at this point, as...
Oh, I forgot to mention, I probably would have put the alarm up too.
Yeah. Where would you put the alarm up then, Dan?
It'd be centered on us. It goes for 20-foot rate. Yeah, 20-foot cube around camp. So let me just see. Wherever it would cover all of us.
Okay. So if you're able to keep it close, I'll say probably about like there, and then there. Like up there. As Dan, I would say that because of your alarm, you're the only one that is not surprised, as a group of Grung are currently barreling down on your position, and I need everyone to roll initiative. Let me just get this on the right layer here.
From 20 to 2.
Ooh.
And that's an 8.
13.
Oh god, we're fighting more of these frog boys.
Oh no.
Didn't we take care of these guys a couple weeks ago?
This is more.
We fought them 4 days ago.
I mean, that's the way the dice roll on a random encounter. So that's the Grung, that's Kawasha, that's Bark Baloo. Alright, so...
Is this technically a new day for the sake of spells?
Yeah.
Yes.
As soon as they show up, Zeno's gonna be looking at Elon. Seeing if you weren't yelling at me the entire time, maybe we would have seen these guys!
They are naturally camouflaged.
You know, maybe I should just set the alarm for an audible bell so everyone can hear it.
That'd be nice, yes.
Yes.
I was worried about waking people up if, like, something small triggered it, but you know, it'd probably be better just to wake everyone up just to be
Yeah,
safe.
I feel like the whole point of an alarm is to wake someone up.
Alright. Zeno, what's your initiative bonus?
Mine is a 2.
2. I think we're gonna have to roll off then, so roll a d20.
Boom. That is a 9.
They rolled a 19, and they go first.
How is it that I'm getting better at it, or I'm not going first, but still.
What is Wick? What is your dex bonus?
It says so right
it's
there.
It's hot garbage.
Yeah, but
Because we tied, so I'm going before you, I
Yeah,
believe.
it's 0.
Alright. Let's see here. Are you guys good for taking a break real quick, or do you want to get through this encounter?
yes, please. I really need to go to the bathroom.
I
Alright,
can
yeah.
grab some water.
Yeah, sure.
Yep. Let's go ahead and take a quick 5-minute break before we do this
How
encounter.
you doing, chat?
Alright.
Be right back, chat.
Man. Zombies are grung. I shall return.
Also, what's the party without a little bit of scuffling between members? Also, for those watching in the YouTube land, hey, how you doing? I hope you're enjoying your time. Also, looking forward. As of this stream, it's looking like we'll be starting here next month with Saved by the Spell. And oh boy, do we have a whole lot of stuff planned for you. I might have been helping the DM with a few things that I can help above game with, as for homebrew ideas and other things. So it's going to be like no other Strixhaven game you would have seen on the net. There'll be very few of them. It's only been out for like a month and a half. So yay! Otherwise, time for us to just murder more frogs. I feel like at this point we've got to have eliminated several villages worth of them, which makes me feel kind of bad. They are the native inhabitants of this area, and we are systematically destroying them. Ooh, this sounds bad in my head. This sounds bad. I should stop. This is what happens when I'm left alone to speak to myself. Yeah, there. So far, what's been your favorite thing on stream, aside from all the chaos? I'm pretty sure that goes without saying at this point. That is also true. We peacefully are just traversing through the lands and we are attacked. We're not even like messing with anything. We're just walking through.
I have returned.
Welcome
I
back.
am back. While we're on break, Vaughn, I love the fact that we're playing characters who hate each other right now.
Hey, my character doesn't even hate you. It's just you gotta understand he is from a very simple place, and you're bringing a lot of concepts and certain things like destruction of property doesn't work when you're dirt poor.
Yeah, like the funniest thing is that, like, of the party, Zeno's not even the weirdest person on the team.
No, you're getting chastised by a cyborg man. But now we got some other people back. I'm gonna step away to use the bathroom myself, so I'll be right back.
Go ahead.
All right.
Don't
And
mind
then
me just knocking out some peanut butter M&Ms. Fresh from the freezer.
El Robot, you're right. That is a mixed blessing.
Yeah.
That is the best way to describe that, actually.
So, random fact while we're on break, apparently, for those who know who Nina Strauss is, she's a guitarist, solo guitarist. Apparently, her recent song with David Draymond on guest vocals hit #1 on radio charts, which is apparently the first female solo artist to have a #1 single. So,
Oh,
Nice.
that's awesome.
Good for her.
And I have returned.
And
Welcome back.
it's like in other music news, we don't talk about Bruno from Encanto is actually hit #5 on the Billboard Hot 100. It's the first time a Disney song has actually made it on the Hot 100 since Frozen.
Mm-hmm.
And people should really let that go.
Yes, they should, because Bruno's a lot better.
Yeah, I haven't seen the movie, so I haven't heard the song yet.
Highly recommend it.
Yes,
Free trial, Disney Plus.
It does look
extremely
interesting.
recommend.
But I don't have Disney Plus, so
And I'm
Like
doing,
I'm,
I was gonna say I'm doing game design right now.
All right. Let's see. Just doing a quick roll call here to see if everybody's back.
I'm here.
I'm also here.
here.
I am here as well.
All right. I believe we can go ahead and get started with combat. I would say Yuki is technically surprised.
Poor Papa was sleeping. Let her be.
Mm-hmm. The Grungs. We're gonna have 2 of them just stand up, leap over here. Actually, one down there, one down there. One's able to leap there. This one's gonna leap over here. 2 are actually gonna leap on you, Enoch. As these ones are making their way down. We'll start with Zeno because you only have the one. That is that. For their dagger attacks. Let's see. Yeah, that's gonna be a 22 to hit for. Ooh, 6 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, great. At least that's my second highest stat. He says he rolls a 13.
13, which means you pass, so you take no poison damage. Meanwhile, Elise, you're gonna take another dagger. That's 21 to hit you.
That'll hit.
21.
Which means you take 4 points of piercing damage, and I also need you to make a con save.
10.
10, which means that you fail, so you take 4 points of poison damage.
Ow.
Alright, and then next up will be Enoch. You get 2 sets of dagger attacks on you. That's a 21 and a 22 to hit.
I think I take
So-
it. Yeah.
That'll be... So I'm gonna need you to make 2 separate con saves as well.
Okay. Okay, I'm taking
Alright.
damage.
So the first one, you take 5 points of piercing damage and 6 points of poison damage.
So 11.
And then you take 3 points of piercing damage and no poison on the second.
So minus 4. Okay, well that's basically half my health.
Ooh.
And then the chieftain looking one is going to draw his short bow and shoot Elise. That's a 19 to hit.
Yep, that's it. That hit.
4 piercing damage, and I need you to make a con save again.
$14.
You pass, so you take none. Alright. Zeno, you were surprised. That'll bring us to Dan. You're awake.
All right.
Oh, so you're finally awake.
Grung!
You were there.
All right, so Dan's going to hold his black onyx spell focus up high, and he's going to say, Trubum Lune! And cast everyone's favorite spell, Moonbeam. I'm thinking, should I focus on the ones in front of Enoch or Zeno? Zeno is squishier, I think?
Yes, please.
Then yeah, the grung over there are gonna be the focus of this moonbeam.
Alright. Con saves from them.
And boop.
Let's see. And what's your DC?
14.
One
only
passes, one
7.
fails.
Alright, one takes 7 and one takes 3.
Alright. One of them definitely looks rough, and the other one, not so much. Kalasha is currently surprised. Enoch, you're currently surprised. And... wait, I'm getting double bonuses on there. Oh, that's right. What the heck? Oh, I forgot to clear out your initiatives from last time. That's why it's getting doubled up.
I say I should be pretty near the bottom.
Mhm.
I am not rolling well at all tonight.
Hmm.
On the few times I've actually gotten to roll.
At least you rolled 11, which means that's right. So that one's gone. At least you're surprised. Wick surprised. That was your turn there. Yeah. I guess that brings us back to the top of the turn order with Yuki.
Alright. He's also gonna help Zeno over here by barking at this grung, distract him using the help action.
Alright.
Zeno seeing this is gonna look at her. Good girl.
Alright. This grung's gonna leap up in the air. This
Oh,
grung's
no.
gonna leap over the tent. Ribbit.
Right into the moonbeam, okay.
Hey, it's not that smart.
Fair enough.
Alright, so this grung is actually gonna turn its attention towards Koopalue in the tent, but miss. Enoch, you're gonna get one dagger. That's a 23 to hit. So I need
Dear
you to make another
Lord.
con save.
If Mila, at this point, if it starts with a 2, just tell us how much damage we're taking. It's gonna be easier.
Yeah.
18, okay.
Alright, you pass the con save, so you only take 3 points of piercing damage.
Not doing
Wick.
good.
Eh,
Wick, it's your turn next.
all
That's a
right.
miss. Dan,
Uh-oh.
that's a... let's see, that's a 14 to hit you.
That's higher than 11, that'll hit.
Alright, con save.
I have to do 2 because of my moonbeam as well. 1 for concentration. Oh good, they're both 15.
Alright, so you pass both, so you only take 3 points of piercing damage.
And the frog who ended his turn in the moonbeam is gonna be taking that damage because he ended the turn there.
Yep. Once I go around, once I make my way to resolving attacks, or once I get over towards them, then I'll resolve there.
Alright.
So, Elise will do the one more attack on you. That's a miss. Then we'll move on to the 3 that are over in the moonbeam. Con saves from them. Yeah. That's cocked. They all passed.
They'll take 3.
Alright, that one's looking particularly rough. That one's doing okay. This one is that much.
You said it missed me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, it missed you. And so that much. Zeno, you're gonna get one more attack. That's a natural 20.
Jeez.
It's a good thing we still have those pumpkins.
Mm.
That's 8 points of piercing damage. And
Ouch.
con save, if you're still standing.
I'm still standing. He's not as squishy as he was at the beginning.
So that's I'll need a con save from you.
That's a 10.
I'm assuming that fails.
That fails, unfortunate. You're gonna take 13 points of poison damage.
Oh god. Yeah, Zeno's not looking so hot, everyone.
And then Yuki's gonna get one attack.
No.
That's gonna hit.
Oh no.
That's 5 points of damage on her.
Well, there she goes.
But that's a record. That's 3 sessions without poofing.
True. You got exactly her HP. Update the poof
Alright.
counter.
Yeah. The chieftain's actually gonna look at you, Dan, and he's gonna shoot his short bow at you.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's a 15 to hit.
I'm in danger.
That's 6 points of piercing damage, and I need another con save.
Alright. I'll do 2.
Alright, first it'll be your con save for your
16.
poison, which
Oh,
you
thank
pass.
God. And I'm Warcaster, but it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. I'll get that 12. 2 natural ones.
So you take no poison damage.
Phew.
And that concludes their turn. Zeno, it's now your turn.
Alright, so Zeno is going to see the 3 of them that have attacked him. Be really pissed off at the fact that they attacked him and just cast Thunderwave in front of them to hit
Alright.
all 3 of the people that are right there.
Alright, roll that d20.
That's an
Wait,
8.
isn't it Dan instead of Zeno?
Oh, alright. Wait. Oh, that's right, I have you extra on here, that's why. Slight pause on that. Well,
Oh yeah, where did my initiative go? I don't
Where
see it
did
in
your
the
initiative
trailer
go? I
yet.
don't even see you on the map.
Did you forget?
Yeah, what? No, I
You
clicked
rolled
my
an 8, right?
token.
He's right there.
I rolled 13.
oh, 13. Oh, I deleted the wrong one, that's why. I'll
Oh.
fix that. My apologies.
Also,
Dude, is
checking
that-
I'm checking one thing because it's been tickling my brain. Yeah,
Yeah.
Thunderwave is a radius centered on the caster.
Well, it's a face that you can focus on, but you can adjust the angle on it. So,
Yeah, and it doesn't really matter anyway. It's 15 feet around, or 10 feet around.
yeah. It's a
So-
15-foot square centered on the caster, so, well, the face is centered on him. But,
So actually,
anyway,
I would hit that guy too as well.
yeah, you could angle it so that you could hit him.
I could hit him,
Yeah,
him,
yeah. But,
I mean,
And-
again,
and him.
I just realized, we're getting out of there. We'll jump back to that as soon as, we get to the turn order proper. Dan, it's technically your turn.
Okay. So, Yuki's poofed. I'm pissed. I was going to make her big, but I guess that's not happening anymore. So, I'm gonna do a smart thing here. I'm gonna cast Mirror Image, so maybe I don't
Alright.
get hit so often.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, Dan will do various JoJo poses. And now there's 4 Dan.
Oh my god, he did the multiform technique.
Okay, and oh wait, no, I could actually use my bonus action minor illusion. Behind the captain, I'm going to make it sound like an Allosaurus is roaring directly behind him.
Alright. Alright, so on his turn, he'll have to make an investigation check to determine if that's an illusion. Alright. So, that will bring us to Kawasha. Seeing as how 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's gonna stand right there. He'll angle it. Actually, he'll stand over here. And he too is going to cast Thunder Wave. 1 success and 1 failure. Alright, so the one that's in the back gets flung over and oh jeez. Alright, let's see how I'm gonna do this. We'll say it gets flung over 10 feet and I'm gonna see how this pans out. Yeah, let's go ahead and roll some projectile falling damage. And yeah, let's just say that you know, that one gets propelled into another one, which actually knocks into that one, and it's actually enough to take those two down.
Well, okay then.
That's the best thing, the best use of I accidentally killed my opponent I've ever heard.
Alright. Well, that's it for Kawasha then, Elise.
Wait, is it my turn yet or not yet?
Not yet, Zeno. You'll be, it's Elise is up, Wick's on deck, then you're in the hole.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna do a nice, like, 180 semicircle around this dude right here. Not breaking his AoE space, but just a nice quick little slide around. Can't really point blank him, so I'm gonna pull out. I believe I have that hand axe, so I'm gonna swing. I have a hand axe on me, so I'm gonna swing that. That's a nat
Natural
20.
20! Let's go!
There we go.
That's gonna be 7 slashing damage. I forgot to bonus action Hunter's Mark, so I'm not gonna factor that in right now.
So let's see, 2 plus 6, technically that makes that an 8, because of how we factor max damage plus your first roll.
Brutal critical.
Yep.
Gotta love it.
Non-lame crits. So that's your first attack, but he's still standing.
Alright, could I bonus action and then second attack?
Sure, yeah, I'll allow it.
Alright. Hunter's Mark bonus action and then second attack with the hand axe. That's an 8.
That will miss, unfortunately.
Alright. Well. I did my best.
Alright, Wick, it's now your turn.
Alright. A lot of our dear friends have gotten a heckin' smack, so we're gonna do a heckin' mass heal word. So we'll say Enoch, Elise, Zeno, Dan. Did Kawasha get hurt?
Kawasha has not taken damage yet, no.
What about Plant Boy?
Kupalue has not yet either.
Alright, then everybody gets 6 healing.
Thank you.
Everybody else.
Yay, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
back
great.
in the teens.
And then as for my action, I'll just do a heckin' bonk on this dude in front of me. With, or maybe not. Theoretically.
Yeah.
Possible. You know what? I mean, why not? I'll use my inspiration. I'm gonna re-roll it.
Alright, go for it.
15.
15 will hit.
For 3 bludgeoning.
Piddly.
Alright. Zeno, now it's your turn.
Alright, so now I'm gonna cast it and hit this guy, and this guy.
Alright.
Can we say for the sake of Reveille, I already used, that was what that roll was earlier?
Alright, for how much?
No, I mean, for the chaos and all that.
Oh yeah, we'll keep that roll. Go ahead and roll damage. 1 fails and 2 pass.
That's second level, because why not?
Okay. You said this one flying, as his body flies limply.
Y'all know what happens when a toad gets struck by lightning?
Same thing that happens to everything else.
damage as thunder.
And that
It doesn't
was,
matter. It still
And-
does the same thing.
Pokemon
Yep.
rules. Thunder is lightning.
Wah, wah. And because these things are in the way, you propel their bodies too. Yeah, congratulations, you killed all of them. Anything else you want to do?
For right now, that's all I can really do. I don't think me moving anywhere would actually help out anybody.
Alright. Enoch, it's all your turn.
Enoch immediately is just like, I've had a couple of days. And as, you see a flicker of red, but he's still obviously in control for once, as melts minute meteor. And as 4 of them appear around him, 2 immediately fly off. 1 right here, and
Okay.
1 right here. So everything within 5 feet of those 2 spaces, so not hitting anyone except the Grung, immediately have to make a DC 14 Dex save or take 11 fire damage.
Alright. This one fails and gets cooked. The one that's next to Dan passes, so he only takes half.
Right?
But he's still looking rough.
And then let me just check one thing here. And then for his bonus action, he just turns to the one that's only charred and just materializes his sword in his hand. You really picked the wrong night. And that's all I can do.
Alright. Next up is Koopa. He's gonna crawl his way out of this side of the tent. Seeing as how looking back and forth between the one next to Dan, the one next to Wick, the one next to Dan, the one next to Wick. Both next to Enoch. He's gonna turn to the one next to Dan and swipe at him with his claws. That's a hit for a good chunk of damage, but that one is still standing. That will bring us next to the Grungs.
They might want to
So,
assess their chances now.
Out of,
Also,
out of
that
curiosity,
Allosaurus roar.
out of curiosity, remind me, are we playing with flanking?
Flanking with advantage, I believe I said we were.
Currently, nobody's flanking.
Dang it! If I had known that, I would have actually gone like right here, so you could have gotten the murder sandwich.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
I forgot that, so that's on me. I'm sorry.
that's all good.
Well, Kablu is kind of in trouble because he's in the sandwich.
No, that's not how flanking works there.
Alright, so seeing as how badly this Grung is, he's going to disengage 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This Grung is just gonna standing jump. 25 out of the way there. Wick and well, basically everybody that's around here, because he's using the ability is not doing disengage. I'll allow you an attack of opportunity each.
Alright, I think I can use a spell for
Ah.
that, right? I will cast your...
Oh,
Natural
I need
one.
Oh, well, never mind.
Oh,
Alright, I, in that case,
two
am going
natural
to
ones in a row.
I'm going to use
Yeah.
inspiration.
You know what? I have one too, so I might as well go and use mine.
12.
Let's try this again.
A 12 will hit.
14.
That will also hit. Wick, you'll unfortunately miss. So Enoch and Dan, go ahead and roll your damage.
Now I'm gonna use my second inspiration. 'Cause I had
Okay.
2.
Oh, this Grung!
We just got bullied to death.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your damage, everybody.
I'll make my escape. You were saying?
Oh no.
I'll make my
Wow.
suddenly a bolt of light.
Okay,
Some
so
vicious claws.
as I'll just immediately as it jumps, Dan Dan, you just lash out with your claws and you slash into its back. Enoch, you go to take your rapier arm and you go to stab this and lift this in the air as the guiding bolt leaves from Wick's hand and strikes this thing in the air and it just obliterates it. It is dead.
Dan will just look at the smoking tip of his like sword hand. Not Dan, Enoch. Yeah, that's about how I was feeling.
Hand's claws retract. It went well.
Alright. Meanwhile, at least you'll also get an attack of opportunity as this one decides to leap.
Alright. Gotta swing the hand axe. 13.
That hits. Roll damage.
Alright. 3 slashing damage.
It goes to leap, and you slice its leg off, and it collapses onto the ground dead. Meanwhile, the Chief de Grung, looking around and seeing how badly the situation's going,
Also,
he's
again,
going to dash and run away.
roar.
I feel like at this point, pretty much every growing tribe on this island has known not to mess with us.
You'd think that, but we keep getting attacked by them.
Well, they will
Dan,
after this. Oh, I know they won't, because they'll all be dead because we keep attacking us.
Also,
Dan, it's your turn as you've got one Grung left in range.
Mm. Just out of... I might actually be able to get it. Alright. So first, onto this one.
Alright.
slightly charred.
From there, we move up to there.
Alright. Well, roll the damage for the moonbeam as it fails.
Oh, that's a 5. I'm rolling really garbage for my moonbeams.
But these are
For this
wrong.
encounter. True.
Are you familiar with in Halo when you have the Forerunner weapons that basically obliterate your opponent on a shot? I like to imagine that's what happens when they disintegrate in the moonlight from that, as that one dies. And that one, oh, I forgot to roll for that, passes, so they only take half damage.
Maybe I should let that one live so I can tell the other Grung not to fuck with us. We'll see.
Alright. Next up is Kawasha. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He will produce flame and yeet. And he rolled a natural 20.
Well, never mind.
Good job, Kalasha.
That's 11 points of fire damage you did.
Kawasha saw that
Nice.
thing as alive still and was like, that shouldn't be that way. Let's fix that.
Also, nothing
Alright.
can really run from our group because our operative range is 60 to 120 feet for most of us.
Oh, if it's still alive,
Looking at
I'm
Elise is
casting a Chaos
600.
Bolt.
Look
Yeah.
at Elise is 600 feet. Speaking of which, Elise, it's your turn.
Okay, assuming the boss is still alive.
Yep,
Mhm.
and you see it hopping and running away in fear.
15,
Being bathed in
20,
moonlight.
25, 30, 35 because of what else?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, considering that the guy that I had marked as dead, he's now marked.
Mm-hmm. Bonus action. Go ahead.
And first shot, 11.
That'll miss.
Second shot, 24.
That will hit. Roll damage.
9.
So 9
Plus-
plus Hunter's Mark.
Plus the Slayer's 2, Hunter's Mark is 1, so about 12
Alright.
there.
12. Alright. It's definitely looking bloodied. But it's still standing.
It's just hyperventilating, trying to get away. Gets hit with a fireball and then an arrow.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Wick, it's your turn.
Gonna waddle forward just a little bit, and we're gonna do another guiding bolt.
16 will hit. Roll damage.
16 radiant.
Oh, yes. It,
How do you want to do this, basically? I'm assuming.
not quite, but it's
Oh,
still
really?
heavy
Really?
damage. But it is glowing currently.
Okay, so next person gets advantage.
Probably in
Alright.
more ways than one.
Oh, thank
Zeno. Zeno, it's your turn.
All right,
as you're
I'm
seeing
gonna
the
roll.
grug glide up.
I'm rolling my thing. I'm gonna cast a Chaos Bolt.
All right. Roll that d20 for your surge.
That is a 10.
You're fine.
And all right, should I roll, or do you roll, or do I roll the d8?
You roll the 2d8 and 1d6, and then you choose from the d8s. You choose from those two rolls what the damage type is going to be.
So 2d8. All right, here we are.
Yeah. And I'll just click that for your case so that you can see what it does. So plus add 1d6 as well. So that's 13 points of either cold or psychic damage.
Cold damage.
Yep, and as you strikes with the cold damage, it just freezes over and topples over and shatters. It is dead. And with that, combat is ended.
To quote Krillin, well, that was unnecessarily brutal.
Maybe we should have let one live. Then they could have told the other grung, like I said, hey, don't mess with those adventurers. Killed my entire tribe.
We did that
No.
already. It didn't work.
They interrupted
Yeah,
my sleep. They
Yes.
left.
Yes,
Remember,
Wick,
that's
I
how
agree
we
with
got those
you.
health potions.
Well, yeah, but, like, maybe we could, like, more than one grung tells others, because if one grung says, oh man, these adventurers really messed up my tribe, like, that could just be, oh, well, maybe it's just this one. Maybe these aren't those adventurers. But if two grung say that a group of adventurers took out their tribe, then they know that it's serious.
Dan, I'm just going to cut you off there. What are the odds that a grung can tell any set of adventurers apart? They are amphibious people. I doubt that they can really pick us out of a lineup. Also, Wick, do you got any more of those pumpkins?
Well, that depends. Did I land the killing blow with my magic on that one?
Oh,
Frog?
that's right. Yeah, the one that got skewered and obliterated. Yeah, I say you get one pumpkin out of that.
All right.
We
Also,
exploded into pumpkins.
how long has it been since we left the camp? From there.
It's been you left early in the morning. It's currently evening, so about 10, 12 hours.
Okay, good. Then I think we actually have 4 of them. In which case,
May I get one?
Yes.
Okay, so I think 3 of those were from a Spirit Guardians, which is a 3rd level spell. Okay, so I think I killed 3, right? Remind me. From the camp.
Yes. You
All
killed
right.
at least 3 of them.
So 3 of them will be cantrip and the body produces small guard. And then
It should be
restore up to
3d6, if I believe.
Okay, so 3 of them are going to be 3d6, and then there is one with a 1d6.
We might as well start with the 3d6 ones, because if memory serves how I wrote that, they're going to expire in the next few hours.
Yes.
So I will roll 3d6.
Elisa's gonna walk up to Dan real quick. Dan, you don't happen to have any more spare vials on you, do you?
He pats himself. I have exactly 2, but I'd like to keep at the very least 1, because I haven't really shown any of you this, but I can turn some of my spells into potions using slots.
I mean, you told us
I
about
could give.
that.
Oh, I did?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right, I did. I just haven't had the time to use it.
Also, if anyone else needs healing, I'm good. That pumpkin... Thanks, Wick. That really topped me off.
Yay.
I'm a little dinged up. I could take one if no one else is in dire need.
Go
That
ahead,
is-
I'm fine.
Now, does that spell thing, does that only work on your spells, or could it work with ours, too?
Just mine. I could give someone a dragon breath really quick if they want that. No, that could be
That-
fun.
How could he turn
Zeno's
our
gonna look at
spells
Wick.
into stuff?
Zeno's gonna look at Wick. Thank you for that. At least, I'm hoping at least that covers the poison damage. I can get everything else back with a good night's sleep.
Well, there are 2 more left.
That'll,
And
well,
that's fine. I didn't get hurt.
At least we'll take one. I got
Wait.
a little bit dinged up.
Yeah, I guess I'll take the 1d6 one because I'm only missing like 3 HP, so.
And
Never got one.
it's a 3d6 that's left.
Yes.
Uh-huh. I'm back up to full.
Hooray.
I was tempted to stack an attack of opportunity, but I decided to stay with that one grung.
Yeah, like above game one, like Zeno only got 9 damage from that, but he would probably realize, oh yeah, we're about to go to bed right now. That's probably a better thing.
Well, it's better that we eat them. I think they were gonna go rotten really soon. They don't seem to last like normal pumpkins.
Well, normal pumpkins don't do this, like, Healy stuff, so yeah, I'll take the good with the bad.
They make the bestest pumpkins.
He puffs his little chest out.
Honestly? Yeah.
Yes.
Yay!
Yes.
I'm from
Hey!
farmland. If pumpkins did this regularly, I think they'd be a lot more popular, so yeah, top tier.
He beams.
We'll win every single competition you ever enter.
I should.
Maybe not, because don't those pumpkins only show up when you kill something?
He looks at Enoch, blinks slowly.
That's true.
I'm just imagining that like a state fair or something. Hang on, let me kill something really quick. And then the pumpkin's, here you go.
In the background,
Hey!
my prize cow!
I was just about to make that joke. Dang it!
I was gonna make that joke with a pig.
Making a chicken.
This
Oh,
little
the star
boy
of
killed
the
my
war.
hog.
Yo, the star of the war over this.
We're officially no longer allowed in any more festivals. Okay, guys, let's move.
Speaking of which, at this point, the rest of your watch continues. Nothing else happens during the rest of the night. You get your long rest, and we continue our journey for the next day or two.
So I would like to bring this up. Since I do have one of my empty vials, Dan's gonna bring up with everyone. Does anybody want a quick dragon breath? And I'll give you your choice. It could be acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison breath. Dealer's choice.
You know what? I'll try that.
All right. What flavor would you like?
Lightning. That sounds awesome.
All right. Dan pulls out his glass vial, holds it in his hand, and focuses. You see a little blue light around his fingers, and the vial starts to fill with a light blue fluid, and it looks like lightning is shooting inside it, with a little like bubble that almost looks like a flying dragon that dissipates. And when it's done, he'll hand that to Zeno. You now have 1 dragon breath potion.
This is either going to be really good or really bad for me.
Why do you constantly make me regret anything?
Because it's more fun that way.
No, it's not. This is a life and death situation.
I don't think that it affects my magic affects this. I will hope not.
Yeah,
No.
but does your luck affect it?
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, he just has to drink it and point it in a direction whenever he breathes the breath weapon. This can only go poorly if he aims poorly.
Points to
And
the
then-
boat. Points
Yeah.
to the boat.
Dan then thinks
Don't
about
aim
that
at
for
the
a second.
boat. I'll
Mm.
aim it at just one enemy, and that's it.
Well, you can get a group of enemies in it. It's a 15-foot cone, I believe.
Alright,
15
so
feet.
Oh no, I think we've...
Alright, so, for the sake of expediency, the next couple of days are uneventful, as, oddly enough, you continue on down towards the swampland area. You rest for at least one day. Nothing happens. The next day of travel. Let's see. 60. Gonna need to grab some more appropriate music. Let's see, which ones is more appropriate?
Regal yet ominous.
Mmm.
This sounds appropriate.
And I imagined
As-
I would have resummoned Yuki. I'm sorry. I just remembered that he
Yeah.
didn't say it.
Yeah, you would have had plenty of time to do that, so yeah.
Also,
the sake
for
of
this,
you-
for the sake of this day and every day before it, bug spray.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
that's like 3
Yep,
days.
keep
I
track of your
forgot
bug
to
spray
deduct.
And your rations.
Like, I feel that we haven't been saying that, but it's been implied. So I'm like, that's
Yeah.
probably a smart thing to say out loud, so that no one can be like, you didn't say bug spray. You should take the bug damage.
That implies
Well,
enough people are watching our YouTube channel to have comments.
You never know. It might happen eventually.
At that point, I'll ignore them.
So as you make your way off of the marshlands, a 1,800 foot high plateau with sheer cliff rises above heaps of boulders as large as ships. A narrow path is cut into the cliff face as it seems to climb all the way to the top.
Ooh.
Now I remember we were talking about rock climbing gear.
Mm.
Well, do we want to at least tie a rope around each other so that way if one of us falls, we can try to save each other?
Yeah, doing a belay would actually be a smart idea.
A what?
Anybody have a rope?
We all should have ham and rope.
Yeah.
It's part of the adventurer's kit.
I don't think I have that kit. I think I got the scholar's kit.
I've got 2 kits that have rope, so we're fine.
Okay.
Plus, I don't think we'd use much more than 2 things of 50 foot of rope. That's a lot of rope.
Double up just to be safe.
Alright. So, I'm assuming you guys, at this point, once you, I guess make survival checks for people who want to tie knots.
Well, who besides Chaco wants to do that?
I mean,
I've
I got
got
5
a-
in survival.
I would.
I got a
Wicked
plus
Lilies-
4.
I have a
And
plus
Dan.
5.
All you people with good wisdom.
Oof.
It's not good It's not really good,
Yeah.
even that like big of a wisdom. It's just I
Wow.
don't want to die because I am
Yeah.
I am a wizard who is going to die easily.
Yeah. Well, I'll say
Some
with those
shotgun.
checks, you managed to get your knots tied. Zeno, you just gotta go in and move along. You double check. You are able to tidy up the knots as see fit. And
We'll say
yeah, you
we'll
all
say for the
managed-
sake of backstory that yes, I used to go rock climbing with my father when I was a child. This is called a belay. It's the way to basically carry the weight of someone else if they fall.
Yeah, see,
So don't do that.
I'm used to going underground, not above it, so...
I've never climbed before.
I've only really climbed trees. I've not been used to walls.
Well, I can tell you this: it's the same principle, just a lot taller. The main thing you want to do is just don't look down and, well, hang on.
I'm just gonna
It's a
say
good
this
thing
right.
I'm so small and light.
I'm just gonna say this right now. Above game, my floating +1 is in strength.
My strength is absolute garbage. I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
Mine's not great either. That's why I'm having a floating +1 in it.
I mean, I've got a -1 in strength. So there's that.
Yeah, a better reason to have someone who's going to have at least a good strength roll. Stop jinxing us.
All right. So, as you begin to make your way up this this mountain path, it kind of winds back and forth a few times with various switchbacks along this face. It does take you quite a bit of time climbing up the path, at least a couple of hours in order to make your way up there. And as you make your way up, eventually, at a couple of points, there's a switchback that kind of comes in from the east and then runs back up to the west. And as you make your way up to the top, you kind of go to look out, and you are able to get a better look at this stunning view of this river valley from where you're at. And I'm going to reveal more of the map for you.
Yay!
Ooh.
Also in game, Enoch will just be like, "Okay, Dan, there'd better be something here."
I hope there is.
And speaking of looking for things, I want everyone to roll a perception check for me.
I can do that.
I'm sure this will go well for me.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Natural 1.
14.
15.
And Yuki also got a natural 1.
You rolled
9.
initiative, not perception.
Oh, whoops. Well, then never mind. Well, it's good I got that natural 1 initiative out of the way for later. 14 for Yuki.
Alright. Wick, with your natural 20 for a total of 22 perception, as you're looking out over the river valley, a couple of sights happen to definitely catch your eye as coming out of the mist towards the southeast, approximately right over here, you see an interesting sight. You see, it looks like a very large rock or boulder that's floating in the
Hold on.
sky.
Hold on.
And as you
I'm
take
sorry.
a close... Oh,
I'm sorry. Everything is roboting really badly.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Can everyone hear me?
You're fine on my end, so for the stream.
Yes,
Yep.
same.
Hold on. Okay. Sorry.
All
Everything's roboting really badly.
Alright, is it better now?
Sounds like it.
Okay, so, Wick, as
Should be
you're
fine.
perceiving throughout this
Yep,
basin.
Hello?
we hear
Hello?
you.
Yep.
Yeah, we hear you.
Hello?
We hear you.
Oh no! This is very important.
1 second, 1 second. Do-do-do.
Well, while that's going on, I'm gonna reveal more of this map here.
And we're really high up.
Oh, okay, she already jumped on. I was gonna add her in the Discord. Give her 1 second to hop back in. But yeah, oh, I come back. So much more has been revealed, and still,
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Slow process revealing this stuff.
take all the time you want. It now no longer feels like we're constantly lost.
Yeah. Now that we've actually seen the map a bit more. You have to do it by individual hex.
I mean, I'm sure I could copy paste it to delete various bits, but I'd rather take the more careful route.
Gotcha.
Caitlin's saying it looks like her internet might have died, so let's give it a few more minutes.
Oh no.
Alright. Oh. Beans. That's the way technical difficulties are, folks.
Yep,
Yeah.
you can never predict them.
Oh yeah, which reminds me. And actually, for the sake of brevity, there are specifically 2 landmarks that she can see denoted by the X's there, which are now revealed on the map.
Okay.
Okay. There we go.
Can you hear us?
Yes. Can you hear me?
All right.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Very, very important things that you got with your natural 20 roll, Wick. Listen, you can still hear me.
Yes.
Firstly, to the southeast, you notice that there is a particular site of a large floating boulder that is in the air, and as you kind of look at it, it starts to slowly spin. And with that natural 20 perception, you see that, judging by the look of it, there's a trunk of a very large tree that's on that, and that is that spinning. That rock and the tree almost make that stone look like a floating heart.
Huh.
And then further into the south, as you're looking down into the jungle, you see what looks like broken pieces of a ship that are embedded in the tree line.
I see so many cool things, guys. And I know that certain quests may or may not be off limits. However, I am going to veto this idea because I see a floating rock and I see a ship, which might mean pirates, which might mean treasure.
Okay.
Um,
Let's circle back around to floating rock where?
Keep
yes, that one is what caught my attention first.
Yeah, he points off into the distance where it is.
Mm-hmm.
Enoch just has a finger up, mouth agape, just like, uh-huh. Then the other thing that Wick just said sinks in. Wait a second, a ship. We're inland.
Yeah, which is why it's so cool. Which is why I am vetoing the idea that we do not take more quests because we need to take this quest because that sounds awesome.
Does it look like... I mean, I don't know if Dan would have any concept for an airship, considering he grew up in the woods.
Same.
Oh.
Just seeing that, like, if it's pointed out to Enoch seeing a ship in the tree, just like, this is only leads to more questions.
Yeah,
I guess
leads me
general
to more
history.
questions as well.
I guess if anybody wants to, just roll a general history check for me.
9.
I got an 18.
13.
I have a 9. I have never heard of this. Above game, I've heard of this.
I'll say
Wick will remain ignorant.
I'll say Enoch and Dan. Enoch, you've kind of heard stories of, some of the adventurers that have traveled through your town that, they've heard of airships, which that is a possibility. Dan, you've heard stories directly from your mother, air quotes, that, she actually was lucky in her younger days to actually take a ride on an airship. And she regaled about, how amazing it was just for the opportunity. It was literally a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to ride in an airship.
Oh, that's an airship. Granny Jo actually told me she went on a trip once on one. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Imagine, like, a ship that travels in the water, but just like it sounds in the name, it's in the air. It's a flying ship.
I once heard some guys in a bar talk about that, but then old Joe smacked me upside the head and say, "Don't listen to them. They're crazy. They go out with swords."
Yes, look,
I mean,
I'm magically inclined, but how? Ships don't fly. They're in the water. That's what they're for.
well, I imagine it's through some use of, 1, wind magic, and 2, some sort of magi technology. I'm not very familiar on it, because, I mean, I use old magic, but it's definitely some sort of marriage between the two.
If
Dan?
it's a common thing, why the hell have I not heard of it before?
Granny Joe would have told you that the airship that she rode on in particular, it functioned like like a normal airship, but it had a giant balloon on it. The one that she rode on, it was relatively simple.
Gotcha. Okay, well, from what Granny Joe told me, they just had a giant balloon, the ship, and that's how it flew. I mean, I suppose there are more complicated ones, but hers was pretty simple that she got on.
Isn't that just called a hot air balloon?
I mean, I think the hot air balloon has a basket that you ride in. This one's an actual ship.
At this point,
With a
Hinako
balloon under it.
realized something. This is all great stuff for later. Should we turn around and actually look at the place we're trying to go?
Yes.
Yes, when you're right, you're right.
Before you go, Kawasha will just make his way towards the front, and as he kind of squints and looks down towards the southeast for the rock. I believe I've heard of that down to the southeast. Local legends call it the Heart of Uptau.
Huh.
Part of what?
Uptau.
Uptau.
Wasn't that like your god?
Yes, he was the god of Chult at one point. But apparently, long ago, he apparently abandoned the people. Long story short, perhaps I could tell you of the tale some other time.
You know,
Yes, we've got work to do.
it's technically on the way to where we're going, so I'm sure we'll get to it.
Alright.
Wick, we
There,
literally have
there.
to pass the giant floating rock. We'll at least get close and check it out.
Okay.
I wish I had Broom of Flying. Granny Joe had one. It would make this exploring that heart a lot easier. Oh well.
Wick, if I'm being honest, I'd rather deal with a floating rock than pirates.
But
You know.
pirates have treasure.
Yes, and they don't want to share it with us.
That's why we beat them up.
You know, it's funny you mentioned about going up to the heart. I've heard stories that Chultans would use that as a rite of passage to journey to the heart of Uptau to see if they can make their way up there. Though I'm not sure how one would be able to get up there myself. You do bring up a good point.
I would assume a grappling hook is involved.
I mean, like I said, Broom of Flying, pretty useful. Just hop on, fly up. Although only 2 people could be taken up at a time. There'd be some ferrying I would have to do, but if I had the means.
Well, if we find the switch you're looking for and she has one, we can always take it.
True. I mean, it's going to take a bit more study, but I could make one of my own. It's just I'm not quite there in my studies yet.
Alright. So, as you're having this discussion, as you're making your way further to the top, as you're climbing up at about 100 feet before you reach the peak of this plateau, the switchback eventually makes its way. The path goes up into a natural cliff face and canyon of sorts. As you make your way through, you notice there are large murals that are on each side of this path, which is about 15 feet wide. And as you're making your way up into this, there are stone steps that are basically carved out of this canyon as you go to climb. On each of the murals that are kind of carved out on each wall, you see various depictions of jungle cats and dinosaurs, lizards with wings, and on one side you see there's an erupting volcano that is spewing fire and brimstone as more dinosaurs are running away from it. And as you get towards the top of the steps inside this canyon, the stone steps emerge onto the top of the plateau beneath a once grand, but now decrepit wooden gateway. And let me just pause this for a second. The gates that seal this entrance are rotted away. Only the rusted iron hinges and reinforcing bands remain. In their place are heaps of human skulls. Picked clean of all flesh and bleached, wiped by the sun, they grin up at you from the roadway and down from atop towering mounds.
I'm sure that's
Oh.
fine.
And as you look further, you see there are various ruins of other mounds and other, abandoned ruined structures that are currently scattered about here.
Now,
Do
Dan,
you proceed further in?
one second. Dan, you said hags like to pull pranks, gestures at skulls. This seems like more than pranks.
I didn't say hags like to prank people. I said good fae like to prank people. Hags like to make people suffer and feed off of their angst and depression and sorrow and hate.
This is a
You
lot
make
of
them up.
sorrow, depression, and hate as he just gestures to the various mounds of skulls.
So either we're in the right place, or this is some other horrifying entity that created all these skulls.
I feel like right place to describe either of that.
No, it really doesn't.
I mean, it could also be the home of, I don't know, dinosaur or something. I mean, they'd pick bones clean.
Do they
A hag,
stack
I
them?
feel... Probably not.
Look, guys, we're really excellent adventurers. It's not like we're boned.
All right. Could I do some kind
Only
of
the-
check?
Only Dan is my best friend. He's the only one who
Well, no,
laughed.
no. I feel like most Enoch would just pat Wick on the head for that one.
This is
Zeno-
for what now?
Zeno would laugh, but it'd be that this is fucking terrifying laugh.
Oh, I needed that laugh. Thank you, Wick.
Yay.
Is there any check I could do to see if this is something reminiscent of hags that I've noticed in my research?
I'd say history check with advantage, given your background.
All right. That'll be a 21. 21.
Okay.
Well, you suspect that if that were the case, you do know that hags have been known to eat humanoids. So you suspect that might be the case?
Oh, relay that.
Also, above game, when you said research, if you had said that out loud, Enoch could be, you didn't know this beforehand?
No, I didn't say that. But from what my studies of hags have taught me, they also will sometimes eat people. So this does seem like, so far all signs point to yes. But it could be something else that eats people. We definitely need to go in and explore further to be 100%.
All right.
Being an elf, I'm assuming Elise would probably have heard like the equivalent of like scary kid stories about hags.
Yeah, I guess.
Question mark pointed towards the DM.
What was that again? I'm sorry, I was doing stuff in the background.
I said, given that Elise is an elf, she's probably heard like children's, like scary children's stories about hags.
History check for me. Just to see. With a relatively low DC. Yeah, you've heard of some stories, to tell children to behave or else the hag will eat you.
Mhm.
And stuff like that.
Can I see if Zeno would know it, considering he's a half elf? He probably would have heard the same thing.
Sure.
Hey, there's a nat 20.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, you definitely get the sense that, yeah. As far as hags are concerned, yeah, they definitely delight in torture of, humans, and in some cases, they also certain hags tend to deal with souls.
I'd like to mention that Dan has been relatively calm here, but if anyone looks at him, he's shaking a little bit. Whether that's excitement or fear, who could really say?
Aw.
Rick just reaches up and holds his hand.
Don't worry. We will protect you.
Alright.
Well,
I assume that you guys press further into the ruins?
yeah, though I'd say
Yep.
Enoch would immediately put up Eldritch Sight to start seeing if he sees any magic around.
Alright. You don't detect any magic currently, but as you explore further into the ruins,
I'm gonna be
The only
using my passive perception of 15, just actively looking around.
okay. The only structure still intact in these ruins is a lone hut about 1,000 yards southwest of the gate, at the edge of a boulder field. The hut is made from thatch and animal hides stretched over the ribcage of an immense reptile. Animal skulls, wind chimes, and totems of feathers and shells rattle in the breeze, and smoke drifts from the hut. A creature shuffles slowly around the hut, hunched over in an animal-like posture. You realize it's a human woman, impossibly old, crippled by arthritis, blinded by cataracts. Her dark face and bald pate are outlined with streaks of yellow clay, suggesting the shape of a skull. Or perhaps it's her shriveled flesh creating that illusion. And I'm going to show this to everyone.
Ooh.
You basically see this woman hunched over.
Nanny poo poo.
Nanny poo poo.
Oh, we're gonna have a time with her.
I love
And
the
as-
name.
That name is like a 10 out of 10.
But yes, as you see this woman shuffle around, do
Yeah.
you approach her?
Enoch will announce from a distance, excuse me? Hello?
Yes. Hello. Who's there?
Just some passing travelers, ma'am. Is it okay if we come a little closer?
Oh, sure, sweetie. You're more than welcome to come close. Come.
Okay.
I'm getting forever grandma vibes from this woman.
Please don't be evil. Your name is too wonderful, and I don't want to kill you now.
Okay, dearie, I'd welcome the sweet embrace of death at this point.
Yeah, and as you make your way closer, she just goes to, as she's hunched over, she just slowly shuffles her way towards you. Welcome. It's not often that I get visitors around here.
True,
Dan's
it's...
gonna. Oops,
This is a
sorry.
bit of a trick.
I'm looking for someone in particular. Does the name Peggy Deadbells mean anything to you, madam?
Peggy Deadbells. Peggy Deadbells. Oh, I've heard that name before.
What?
Yes, it's been quite some time, but... Oh, I can't even remember the last time, but the name definitely sounds familiar. I need to think about it for a moment. As she just kind of sits over.
and's gonna run over, looming above her. Not saying anything yet.
Child.
It's very important. I find her.
Dan, Enoch will kind
Dan.
of come up. First of all, you're being very rude. Haven't introduced ourselves. Second of all, this is the closest thing you have to an answer. Let's dial it back a little. Just a little.
And Dan's eye twitches.
Introductions. She sits and she just kind of goes to stroke the side of her face for a while. They call me Nanny Poo Poo.
I love you. Be my grandmother.
Why, hello there, little one. Oh, I haven't had any grandchildren for, who knows how long. In fact, I'm the only one left here, it would seem.
Yeah, seems kind of lonely. Anything we can do to help you out? After, of course,
Well, since you asked. Quest sounding.
Exclamation point.
Okay, because he asked that, Zeno's gonna pick up a rock and throw it at Enoch.
And I think
I was about to say, you could literally like hear Enoch's teeth grinding as he's like holding on to Dan, just like, I'm doing this for you, buddy. Doing this for you.
and as Enoch gets pelted in the back of the head with a rock, it's actually getting kind of late. This seems like a good place to leave the session for tonight.
Yeah.
All right.
Before was it? You always said that we could throw a rock and hit a person giving us a quest.
You missed. Also, don't hit.
Can we roll and see if I actually did miss? Because I want to do this now.
I don't
Make a
know.
dex
I heard
check.
the tink.
Make a dex check for me, so. $11. Yeah, you miss.
I miss.
Dang it.
I throw it, it lands right next, like, on the ground right next to him.
I want you to know that I had a canned poison ready because if you hit, I was just gonna be like, that wasn't anywhere near as metallic as I'd hoped it'd be. Oh, well.
Trust me, I know the feel, Caitlin. As I said, there's several cans around me, none of which work that well.
Wait! It's Rachel roll again. Please let me do this. This is the only thing I want to do right now.
I mean, do
I
you want
have
to use
two-
your
I
tides
have-
of chaos to give you advantage?
No!
Yes, 'cause-
Oh, wait!
no, because I have two of them, actually. I still haven't used the one from earlier.
Go for it. Use the inspiration to reroll.
That's a 20. I hit him.
There we go.
Tonk. Yep. You felt the metal part of your head getting hit, Enoch. Twink.
Again, just teeth grinding. See, Dan? I'm a team player.
You earned that after everything you've put me through the last 3 days.
I appreciate it, Enoch. I'm going through some stuff right now.
Now you know
I
what it's like.
appreciate you.
I was just about to, Enoch's just like, now you know how I feel. Every day since coming to Chult.
I'm in a very precarious situation. On one hand, me, the player, loves Nanny Poo Poo. She's great. On the other hand, Dan has an intense hatred of hags.
Mm-hmm.
And it is taking all of his strength not to torture this woman to get his answers.
In the meantime, Enoch is just flashing back to Matriarch Goblin. He is going to be treating this woman with the utmost reverence. But yeah, let's start with the
already.
wrap up here.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so Draco, a lot of conflicting emotions, but where can they find you for the rest of those?
All right. You can find me over at my YouTube channel at Draco Magnius. I'm playing Omen Excidio Plague. I've been uploading rather recently. We took down a Cult of the Stone Face. I mean, we haven't gotten their actual name. We just know they're wearing stone masks, and they are a cult. And we blew up their altar and ran. On Twitter, you can find me at DMagnius. And on Twitch here, you can find me at Draco_Magnius, where I just finished off Fear and Hunger, became a new god. I thought I did a pretty good job at it, and discovered that there is another game within my game called Fear and Hunger Dungeon Knights, which is a dating sim where you play as one of the playable characters, and, you go to Fear and Hunger High, and gosh, prom is in 5 days, guys, and we gotta find someone to go out with. But who will we choose? Will it be one of the playable characters? A floating head? A goddess that doesn't want to wear a top for some reason? A man that has no skin? Who knows?
Right.
That's a lot to process. That's
That's
It
a long
is.
process.
Mm-hmm.
I just sort of dumped it all at once because I thought it'd be funny.
Yep.
And it's accurate. My horror game became a dating sim. It's a reverse Doki Doki Literature Club.
I was gonna
Oh,
say it's just
jeez.
the reverse of my actual dating life, but
Aha.
But moving on from there, Zombie, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good. Find me on Twitter at Chocolate Zombie 101, Twitch Chocolate Zombie 101. Just recently started playing around with OBS, so yeah, hopefully I'm looking to jump into the Twitch market pretty soon.
Nice. Well, as soon as you got more updates on that, we'll be sure to share it with everybody else. So, DeLuna, what's good, my friend?
So, find me at Twitter at DLuna1338. Still waiting on my friend Michael to let me know when he wants to get started on his Pokemon Sapphire Nuzlocke, so I'll keep you guys posted when that's going to happen. But for now, just follow me there. Talk to me on Discord. You know where to find me.
Alrighty. Then, Caitlin, what you got on the docket?
Hello, I'm Caitlin C37. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Caitlin C37, where I do art. Commissions are open. So if anybody wants a painting, just find me on there.
Yeah.
Top quality. As I will take another moment to, 1 second, show off some of their lovely work for our upcoming Saved by the Spell game. That'll be coming on Saturdays here in February, hopefully soon. Before I can show my shelf, we got Shield the DM Extraordinaire taking us on this great narrative journey. Milla, how you doing?
Doing all right. Glad you guys are enjoying making your way up to Babala so far. Anyway, you can find me on Twitter at Middle Ninja Nerd, where I usually post tweets about, cool, cute shit, and also about the times where I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/Middle Ninja. Pokemon Nuzlocke streams are going to be coming up soon, and as well as more Halo Infinite stuff. And also, you can also find me at twitch.tv/LeJake Monday nights, wherein I play Trials of Eidos, Legacy of the Dealbreakers, which is also rip-roaring good time. Shenanigans are going on in that campaign, and oh boy, lots of things are coming to a head, and I can't wait to figure out what.
Ooh, well, that's going to be fun to look forward to. And so I guess I'll wrap us up here. You've already found me at twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn, and we're playing through Little Girls Dark Souls, aka Ender Lilies. Hoping to get through some of that either Thursday or Friday. We'll see what happens, but that game is super fun and super engaging, so look forward to more of that. Also probably trying to finish off Code Vein, so we get more Souls action. None but Souls stuff here in D&D. But other than that, like I said, Saved by the Spell, hopefully coming in February, so keep tuned on my Twitter at Burnout Vaughn for more updates on that. And now it's time to find someone to raid. I see Connor and Bob on.
Yeah.
If you don't want to just do those two, Lord Moonstone is also on, and he has only 73 people.
Mm-hmm.
True. I think it'd be fun, though, to jump in on Connor and just say, "We love Nanny Poo Poo."
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. We love Nanny Poo Poo.
He'll be both confused and just love the fact that is a thing that's in this world now.
Okay, give me 1 quick second here. Raid. Distortion Devil. Alright, everybody. As we said, the raid messages, we love Nanny Poo Poo. And before we leave, we gotta get the quote of the game, which this week, according to El Robot, is, I get it for another week. It's Enoch going, he doesn't speak for us!
Excellent.
So that's sad that so much happened. I can't remember who that was for or who that was speaking about.
I'm pretty sure it was you when you were trying to, like, you know, mitigate boat destruction.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I remember now.
I
Yeah.
was like, okay, that's either Dan or me, and I think it's probably me.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, let's get on over to Distortion Devil, and we will see you all next Tuesday. So thanks for stopping by.
Bye.
Good
Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.
And we're good.
Yeah.